Welcome back to another episode of Stay on Target. I'm your host, Dustin. Looking through the weeds. What's going on in Star Wars? Are there still roses among these thorns? Let's get into it! Happy National Plant Day, House Plant Day.
He screwed it up. He screwed it up. You owe me $20.
Dang it! No! All right. Happy National Houseplant Day.
Appreciation Day.
I always forget the appreciation.
You don't appreciate the appreciation.
I appreciate these plants.
You need to work on it.
As he throws it on the ground.
Yeah.
Take that, plant.
That's
for being all up in my
sister.
That's for being all up in my face.
Right? Oh, Lord, we got a lot going on tonight. When I started this itinerary, there was not very much, but now a lot has happened in a week, and we're glad you're back with us. New time, same place, same great content you can expect from Stay on Target, because we always sometimes stay on target. All right. Well, we got a lot to talk about. We're going to take a breath of fresh air and smell the roses as we get into a fun show with all of you today. So thanks for joining. A little earlier, you might catch us blooming a little bit more than normal.
Okay, cut his mic
and
off.
you're really budding with this new time change.
Stop.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I had to throw in a
I will
little bit.
slap you in the teeth.
You hear him. You know him. You love him. He is the funny. He is
I am the funny.
Nick.
Yes.
He is.
This is my modeling pose.
Say something funny.
Something funny.
Nailed it. I like your modeling pose.
I know, right?
With your
I got a lot of back pain.
from all the years of
From all the years of just sitting like this.
Why does he always sit that way?
That's just me.
That's just you.
I got to make my clothes specially because they don't fit right.
You like total. It's like what's that movie? There's that movie, Lady in the Water, where the dude nobody saw it. But he only worked out one side of his body.
I did see this movie.
Wait, I saw that movie. That's an amazing
It's a good
movie.
movie. I'm just. It's kind of weird, but it's good. M. Night Shyamalan movie, but he only works out one side of his body.
Yeah.
That's
So his
cute.
arm is just this arm is
Yes,
just ripped.
only one arm is
and
like,
then the other one's just
Like old school tennis players.
like a
yes,
like
exactly.
a spaghetti noodle.
Spaghetti noodle. All right, and next to him, we have the one, the only, the potted plant.
I think we're going to affectionately. Let's see what the chat name
Yeah,
is.
we need
a name.
We need a name.
We were thinking like Herbie or something.
Herbie.
Because he's an herb.
Erbie.
Erbie.
It has to be
Erbie.
Erbie. I like
Is
Erbie.
it wait, is it male or female?
Well, I think it's Erbie.
I think it's Erbie.
I think it's
Oh, it's like BMO from
It's like BMO. Yes, exactly.
it's a droid.
that referenced
It's a
show.
droid, yeah.
Yeah, it's National Houseplant Appreciation Day, and we brought in our special guest, Erbie.
Erbie.
Or Hannah says Ulysses S. Plant.
Ulysses S.
Plant. I do like that.
Nice.
I do like that.
That's
All
really
right, but
good.
unfortunately,
Leif Erikson.
yes.
Dinga-dinga-durgan.
Groot says Madeline. Groot.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Groot. Oh, what about just Root?
Root.
I am Root.
I am
I am Groot.
It's like Groot's long lost
Riveting
cousin.
conversation.
Yeah, we know
both of
how to
those.
start off a show. Am I right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Matt's not able to make it here with us tonight. He's a little under the weather, so thoughts and prayers for him would be great. But he will be back soon. He's strong. He's Matt. And the only one that could fill in tonight was Erbie, or what are we calling it?
Well, that remains to be seen.
All right, well, let us know
Oh,
in
look,
the
there's
chat.
another one. Katniss Evergreen.
Leaf.
Leave. Just leave. Make like a tree and get out of here.
It's leave.
Name that reference.
Make it full.
All right, you've heard him. He's already been controlling the ship, flying us straight
He's
into oblivion.
Straight out of the 80s.
He's straight out of the 80s, and we love him. We know him. It's Dan the pilot,
Yeah.
the corporate pilot.
How you guys doing?
Yeah.
I am dressed for the occasion. Never mind that. I don't have any plants up here, but I'm very excited to be here.
We stole all your plants.
Yeah, all my plants got stolen back there.
Yes.
But I'm in the captain's chair. I tightened down the bolts. I
Batten down the hatches?
batten down the hatches. We
What does
haven't
that even
sunk
mean?
yet. It's a great night to be alive and a great night to be Dapper Dan says Skylark.
Dapper
Dan's
Dan.
back.
Fancy Dan.
Fancy Dan.
All you
Pinky
literally,
out.
all you're missing are those retro glasses from the 80s.
Dude, yes.
The ones that
Ooh.
could pick up television.
Yeah.
I should totally get something like that.
should. It looks
Yeah.
like we're in the 80s, I feel
it
like.
does. And the turtleneck needs to be a little higher.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's not turtlenecky. It's actually
Yeah.
just a shirt.
I know,
but
yeah, it's just a but literally, like, looking at you, I was like, he looks like he's straight out of the 80s.
Yep, straight out of the 80s.
From, like, Miami Vice or something.
But wait, but which part of the 80s?
Definitely the part that is good.
The part that is good.
If we're talking
The
film,
neon.
we're talking early 80s, and we're definitely talking. I give up for 80. 85 is a good year. That's a good year for
85 's
the
a good
80s.
That's a good year. That is a good year.
Anything before 85, let's just put it that way. But it's 2024, so
Wow.
Yeah.
it's crazy.
You know, the
Whatever
80s, the
stamp
80s
they
were
do.
almost 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Or 85 was almost 40 years
I know.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
don't remind me, but you can remind me if you want.
Don't remind me.
All right. Well, we got a lot to get into still, but last but definitely not least, you know her, you love her. She's the fact checker.
I am here, yes. And I have spoken.
Oh, you have spoken.
Gee, I wonder what day it is.
Shameless plug.
No,
She just looked at it like, oh, that's what he did. Okay. Okay.
No, you did it on purpose because you knew I was going to mess it up, didn't you?
yes, always.
Dang it.
For sure.
Oh, I'll get it one of
Don't
these
you mean
years.
furniture?
It's just part of the madness. That we welcome. There we
hear
go.
him?
That was good.
Furniture.
That was a good one.
Maybe that's the
my
name of the
God.
plant.
I
Is
love
Fern.
Fern Gully?
Fern Gully. That's a great movie. First one. Only the first one.
Only the first
I
one.
didn't
one
ever
was
see
like,
the second
yeah.
one.
I never saw the second one.
You're not missing
That's
much.
a lot of those Disney sequels, though, that came like
was
straight to video.
to video.
You know
were gonna
why
say
though?
that.
It's because they don't get the same people to do the
they
sequel,
recast everything.
and they don't get the same director, actor, writer, blah blah blah.
yeah.
They go like super cheap on everything for the second one because they know that people are going to watch it just because of the first one. But
Yeah.
they don't even try. That's
but
the
see,
problem. If
it's
they
like-
tried, it might actually be successful.
Fern Gulliver.
Fern Gulliver. I feel like we need something Star Wars, though. Star Warsy
Oh.
with this.
Okay.
Hit me with your best
Palm.
I mean,
Star Wars.
don't know. I got
Endor
nothing.
has a lot of greenery.
It does.
You
You know, the name
Endor.
of the plant in, I looked it up in,
He looked it up.
I look things up sometimes.
You can
People,
believe him. He's on the internet.
it's a Vixis. Is the plant
Vixis?
that Ponkrell, the one that captured Ponkrell, is named a Vixis. And that thing is like a Venus flytrap on steroids, mixed with like an octopus.
Right. Palm Krell.
Pomkrell. Should we name him Pomkrell?
Ponkrell.
No, because everybody will hate
Palm.
him.
Palmkrell.
Yeah, Palm Krell.
Is that what you
That's
said?
what I said.
Oh, I thought you said palm. I was like,
Palm?
why are you saying palm? Okay, sorry.
You could go Palm.
Palm. But he or
Palm.
I think it's a he. We're going with he. It's a he.
I think Erbie is offended.
He looks just too happy about everything to be a. Maybe it's a disguise though.
Yeah,
It's an elaborate rouge.
Yeah, but see, I don't think people hate him enough
Hate.
to name him Palm Krell.
I know, right?
Palm
yeah,
Krell.
That's true.
Or Skylark says Dirt Vaser. So Darth Vader in plant form.
There you go.
Oh,
Dirt Vaser.
Vaser?
We'll call him Dirt
Vaser.
for shirt.
dirt for sure. All right. Enough of this. We got to get into
Figure it
things.
out.
There's so
Do we
much
though?
to get
I think
into.
we just keep talking about
plants.
Dirt Vaser.
Dirt
No.
Vaser.
Let's get into
We'll
this.
see. We'll see which one.
There's so
but
much to get
He's
into.
more
It's
plant
scary.
now than
It's
man.
very scary, and
And
that's why we got to.
And it's
hit
so
it.
scary that we're watching
it.
you.
Look
We
at
were
all these
watching you
plants.
from the security. Oh, you got the overhead.
They caught
secret-
me
So if you do anything, we got you.
on candid
That was the
camera.
behind the scenes camera.
Yep.
It is now.
It is now.
It is now.
But there's a lot of good people in the chat, Dustin.
What was that?
There's a lot of good people
There
in the
are
chat.
Can we
amazing people in the
welcome
chat.
That's. I mean, everybody's welcome
That's
to
how
be
scared-
welcomed.
I like how you guys throw me under the bus with this.
Yep,
You're the one
we
who's
do.
derailed me.
Come on, let's get back on target.
Yeah,
Dustin.
Dustin. It's all your fault.
That was all Dan.
All right, no, with us we have the amazing Hannah Roll for president, Lucasfilm president to be announced, Night Sky, and in the chat as moderators. Go check out their channel, Roll the Tape Studios, and both their individual channels. They got lots of good stuff over there.
Yes.
And they're working hard in the backgrounds. We are most excited for their project for 2024, baby. But be nice, be kind, otherwise they will throw you out with...
Prejudice.
Yes, thank you, Darth Nick.
Yes.
You're welcome.
I was trying to think of I was trying to think of like a plant version of Darth Nick. but
Darth.
I couldn't.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Darth Stick.
Darth Stick.
What's
What about Dustin?
what's brown and sticky all over?
Stick?
Oh,
Dad joke. I heard that. All right, and
What else
so
would
who
it be
else
like?
do we have with us in the chat?
you said
You
it.
heard it and you said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's with us? Let us
Oh.
know. Fact checker,
All
save
right,
me.
let me list off a few people, but first,
All right, I'll stop you there.
no, Kirsten Allen is in the chat, and it's her birthday. So
What?
we need to say happy
Happy
boy.
birth, yo!
Yeah.
Hap's birth.
I want to thank you, yo.
I want to thank you. Oh, that was terrible. All right, congratulations on being born.
Yeah.
Happy
know-
day of birth. That's what I always
Happy.
say.
Right. Making it through another
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, that's awesome. Happy
pretty
birthday.
Who
Happy
knew
birthday,
there's so many
Kirsten.
things to celebrate today?
There are so many
Kirsten,
things.
of course,
I-
number one.
Yes.
How does it
And
feel to share the day
houseplants.
with National Houseplant Appreciation?
Do
That's
you
what
like-
I really want to
The
know.
question is, does she like plants?
Do you like
You like-
plants?
She's allergic.
Oh,
She's
no.
like, actually, I hate plants.
I hate plants. They
It's
attack
tough
me.
to be allergic to plants. I mean,
gonna-
certain house plants are, I think they can give you allergy problems if you're not careful.
Yeah, like pollen from
Yeah.
plants.
Yeah, you just bring in a bunch of weeds off the street.
What plants produce pollen? I don't know.
You know, like pollen plants that just
You know,
grow
like
on
the
side of the road.
pollinate
Like ragweed?
plants?
Yeah, ragweed.
Don't take that into your house.
Don't
Get that
take
ragweed
into
out of
your
here.
house.
I'm sneezing.
I'm
You just have
sneezing.
like wild dandelions everywhere.
Dandelion.
Actually, dandelions are my favorite.
I wonder why.
because of
That's what we're calling you tonight, Dandelion.
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 If I'm lying, you call me
He's got a
dandelion.
suit on. He's a liar.
I'm an executive.
He's an executive
Oh, no.
dandelion.
dandelion.
I'm calling the executive shots tonight.
Now I just keep imagining you with your face
Yeah.
as a lion. Dandelion. Okay, we're getting off target here.
Dan-
Who else is with?
It's
Happy
actually-
birthday, Kirsten. Thank you.
Yes,
What?
happy birthday.
Go
It's
ahead.
actually dandelion.
Yeah, Skylark and
love it.
Hannah.
The French
Ellie.
version. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts.
Oh, well, you asked for it.
You
You
asked
put
for
the
it.
jacket on.
I said,
put
all
a
I said is I
jacket
like
on.
dandelions. and
that
I
reference.
become a French person.
Yeah. Dandelion.
We got the hat. We got the hat.
It always goes there.
Yeah, it
Dan.
does. Yeah, I should have known. I lit the fuse and you guys blew it up.
Yep.
That's what we do here. At
He tried to put it out, and we were like, no, more fuses.
Well, all right. Who else is with us in the chat? We got to get to these good, wonderful people that are with us tonight.
Yeah, great crew as always. We've got Ellie, Blair, Icy, Stormy. Okay.
You're so creepy.
I was just waiting.
Oh,
there.
okay.
Hello, welcome.
Madeline, we've got Moonlight Studios here.
What's up?
Emberise is hanging out. Bismo. Who's
Bismo!
Scrimmage, Inyaki. I said
was
Kirsten.
really
Yeah,
loud.
I got really
happy
excited about that. Sorry.
Let's see. I know Tamerkins is listening in.
What's
Mrs.
up,
Manrique
Tamerkins?
is hanging out as
Ooh,
well.
hello.
We've got
Sonia's
of course,
here?
Yeah,
Welcome.
Sonia, Skylark, Carla,
Good day.
Saramoto. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. If I did, give us a wave and we'll
Wish
give
me
you
a good
shout out.
morning. Says hello. Thanks
Yes,
for having
thank
me.
you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I know.
No,
so
do
awesome
you
to
wish
have
me
you
a
join
good
us.
I do. Good morning.
I do. Good morning.
Yes.
Love
Oh
it.
man, thanks for joining us tonight, everybody. We appreciate every single one of you for being here tonight with us. You had something else, fact checker? You want to say it?
Nope, go ahead.
Okay, she doesn't want to say it anymore. She has not spoken. Thank you for being here, as always. But don't forget to always like, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your frenemies about us, because we want to continue to grow this wonderful community with all of you here tonight. We're having fun. That's what we do here at Stay on Target. We have fun, and we tell the news, and we tell it like it is. Right, Nick?
I'm sorry, what?
See?
I got him. But
He tells it how it is, even when he's not listening.
I don't listen.
All right, fact
Most of
checker,
the
what do you
time.
got?
I think I did see Hunter in the chat. And
Hunter!
Did I say
Hunter!
Madeline? So yeah, we've got great people.
Hunter.
Good stuff.
If we missed you, yeah, say hello, tag us, and we will shout out your name from the rooftops. Okay, that's a guarantee.
I like it.
All right, we usually like to start off the show a little while in with a question of the week. All right. All right.
Yep, we got it.
We like it.
Oh wait, we got a stinger. I always forget the stinger. Dan's always got the stinger, and
Sting it
let's
up.
hit the stinger before I say this question.
Can you speak Bocce?
Of course I can, sir. It's like a second language to me. I'm a
All right,
spirit.
shut up. I'll take this.
Shut up, sir.
Luke!
So the question of the week is, which would make better parents in Star Wars?
Maybe who? would make.
Who would make
Whom?
Who? Yeah, that's a good point. Who would make better parents in Star Wars? Jedi or Mandalorians?
Jedalorian.
And obviously, this is if the no attachment rule is in place, or is not in place. Not in place. Sorry. All right. So which one, Mandalorians or Jedi? Who do you think makes better parents? Who would you pick as your parents? Who would be a prickly pear when it comes to parenting? Oh, wow.
So situation is going quite pear-shaped.
Just anybody.
Right? Stop saying words that rhyme. Stop it with the alliteration.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. What do you say, Nick?
Mandalorians or Jedi? This is barring the no attachments, right?
Yes.
That's literally
Yes.
what he just said. Good. Welcome to the conversation, 80s Dan.
I'll be here all day.
He had to come back. He had to come back from the past.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man.
I would say... can I have one of each?
No, one or the other.
I like to break the rules.
I know.
For now, one or the other, but
One, if it's not
It was
one
gonna be a
thing,
follow-up
it's
question.
the other. I would say Jedi.
Jedi.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that from you, to be
Yeah,
honest.
why?
I thought he was going to say
I
Sith.
get a lightsaber.
Oh.
Yeah,
and then I
nice.
become a Sith.
What if you're not force sensitive though?
Well, then
And
I
your
need to
parents
grow
are
up.
Jedi. Are they just completely like disappointed in you, or like, you know what I mean? That could go.
No matter
south.
what, they're always disappointed.
Wow, Sith take from Nick. What about you, Dan? What do you think, Mando or Jedi?
Jedi.
I think I'm going to go with Mandalorians on this one.
In your professional opinion?
In my professional opinion as an executive,
Yeah.
I would say
Give us the nightly
Mandalorians.
news, Dan.
Here's my camera because I'm up here and I'm in charge. And
Sits up taller.
I need to put my glasses on, but I don't have any. And so Mandalorians, they have really cool toys. And if I'm a kid, I want to play with all their cool toys and I'm going to blow stuff up. And that'd be pretty cool. Plus, if you get in trouble with your parents, they would read your mind if they were Jedi and they'd move your stuff around using the Force. What a terrible way to have parents. I'd never want Jedi as parents. They would know everything that you ever did wrong.
Dan's got some dark thoughts apparently.
No,
Are
Dan
you
just has
telling me
strong
Jedi
opinions. Strong
manipulate
The
people?
opinions are getting stronger and stronger the older I get.
Wait a minute.
You so manipulate to me, Palpy.
Let's go, Mandalorian.
Yeah, all right. Dan says Mando. So we got one Jedi, one Mando. What do you say, fact checker?
I have a caveat to my answer. I'd say Mando, but they have to take off the helmet because you got to put eyes on your kids. Make good eye contact.
Why do we have to put more eyes on our kids? They already have two.
Got to have good eye contact. So that's why I would say take the helmet off.
Have this eye.
Yeah, take my eye.
No. Oh my God.
Take his eye.
Maybe a bionic eye. Actually, in the expanded universe, Mando helmets, actually, the crazy thing about Mando helmets in the expanded universe is they allowed you to see 360 degrees.
So they were
And
like
that was cool. That was before you had 360 cameras.
they were like chameleons, or how I like to say, Chalaméleon.
Is this French Nick Night or something?
Yes.
The plants really bring out the French in you.
French.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Wow.
But all right, so you're going. What did I?
Yeah, Mando, but
Okay.
they take off the
They take
helmet,
off the helmet.
when interacting
No,
with their
that's
children.
not right.
That's the caveat.
The Jedi don't have the attachment rule, but the Mandos stay put.
Oh,
Well,
with the
not
You
helmet.
can't be.
Okay.
You
No,
told me not to break the rules. You can't break the rules.
Well, no, actually, the Mandalorians have their own rules. There's those that leave the helmets on and those that take them off. So I'm just in the group that
There's
takes
two
them
different.
off.
Yeah. There's the. Yeah. Yep.
You said
Factions.
Mandalorians then?
Yes.
Yes. I'm just saying, the Mandalorians are they're way less corporate. Despite my garb tonight, the Jedi have all these meetings and blah blah blah, and they're Palpatine's telling them what to do. They don't even know it.
That's the funniest thing. You're the most business-looking person here tonight, and you're like, I hate meetings. I hate corporate.
Don't get me started. I'm just dressing the part. I'm just going incognito.
That's absolutely hilarious.
Okay,
I love it.
So, Dustin, what do you say?
Well, no, we need oh man, what's the name? What are we calling?
Dirt Vaser?
Dirt
Vaser.
Vaser. Is that what we're going with?
I don't know.
Have we seen any other in the chat?
There's been a lot of good ones.
We need
It's
to
up
put a
us
poll
to-
up. After we get this, we'll try and put a poll of all the ones they
Okay,
said. If
sounds
you
good.
can
Yeah.
fact checker. Sorry, I'm throwing
Fact
a lot out there.
checker.
It's a good idea.
Or we won't. That's okay. All right, what do you think Dirt Vaser would say? You think Jedi or what do you say? Dirt? Dirt? Vaser? I was really hoping somebody do a voice.
No.
Nobody's gonna
That's
do
on
it.
Nick.
That's on Nick. Nick, do a voice.
Come on, Nick, bring the funny.
I think because Dirt Vaser is kind of in a suit of armor, I think Mando is what Dirt Vaser is going for.
How's he in a suit of armor?
He's in a pot.
It's a vase.
It's an upside down helmet.
Yeah.
It's an upside down Mando helmet.
He's already well, and his name's Dirt Vaser, so Vader always has a helmet on.
But Vader was a Jedi.
Oh, you got me there.
Tricky,
Yeah,
tricky.
got me there. He's
Maybe
actually a Sith.
Dirt
so.
Vaser is.
Let's let the
On
chat
the
decide.
fence.
What do you guys? What chat? What do you think Dirt Vaser's going for tonight? You think?
Dirt Vaser.
Put 1 if he's going for Mando. Put 2 if he's going for Jedi. I want to see everybody in the chat.
And put
Let me know what
3
you
if you think this is a ridiculous idea.
think. Dang it! Now all they're gonna put is
3s.
All right, I like how everybody's saying "well said, Dirk." Well said.
Well said, Dirk.
Well said.
Well said.
Probably the most on target out of all of us. For me, I would have to say, ooh.
You'd have to say, ooh.
Ooh.
All right, I'm gonna go Jedi for the fact that
Jedi.
if we've seen stuff in the Mandalorian culture and how they take care of their kids, especially in episode what was it 3 of Mando season 3.
Yeah, they just let him get.
He just got eaten by like a
They let him get plucked off of the shoreline.
and he wasn't the first one.
Yeah.
I think just for that alone, I'm going Jedi. Also, I think it would be very cool to have Jedi parents because you'd be free to talk about whatever you want to talk about. They're not going to judge you too harshly. They might, they want the good side of you. They can guide you along. They can use the Force to catch you, save you, less hurting. You learn some awesome skills. And I think there's still like different factions of the Jedi that like work on like electronics. You could get real crazy into lightsabers.
You're telling me there's nerd Jedi?
There's nerd Jedi thing on there. I think we're all nerd Jedi here. But yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah,
What's
we are.
everybody saying in the chat?
What
when it
was
comes
1
to
and
this?
2? 1 was
1 was Mando, 2 was Jedi,
it's
and
Jedi.
3 was
Jedi wins.
Jedi wins?
Jedi's winning, yeah. Of course,
Nice.
according to, yeah.
Nobody
According
thought
to
it was
the
a ridiculous
numbers
idea.
for Dirt Vaser.
Dirt Vaser.
You failed me yet again.
They were too scared to put 3.
They
because
were
of you, Nick.
because they were gonna suffer the consequences.
Of Nick? Well, if they
Yeah,
put it, wait,
no, your consequences.
my consequences. What are my consequences? I'm a Jedi.
I don't know. These are unwritten rules. This is a live show. Are you going off book?
Maybe they were scared. Yes. Maybe they were scared of Dirt Vaser.
Dirt Vaser.
Everybody's scared of Dirt Vaser.
Yeah.
But in the poll, the chat is
All right, yeah.
overwhelmingly saying Mandalorian.
Mandalorian is good parents.
Yes, definitely.
It's just interesting.
Are they,
I
though?
think because we can actually kind of visualize it. Maybe. Like we can't it's hard to visualize Jedi parents.
Because
They
they're-
seem like-
yeah, that's true for the fact that the Jedi Order didn't have that.
It's complicated.
It's
I don't know.
complicated.
Look,
Complicated.
I don't know.
Nick's really torn by this. I mean,
I
you
feel
guys
like
said
the
Just
Jedi-
Mandalorians are a lot colder people. Like
They are colder.
like you said with the kids. They don't really actually raise them. They just like, yeah, you're my kid.
They're very
Yeah.
tribal.
Oh, look, you got taken again. Darn.
Guess we better go get him.
Guess I'll just get another kid.
Although Paz was pretty upset by it.
I mean, was he
When it was
though?
his own.
I didn't see his face.
But they almost treat him as more of one of the tribe than they do parents in a lot of
Yeah.
ways. I think the best parents we got was actually Din and Bo. That scene where they were like kind of raising him, teaching him there. That was the most parenting
You
we saw.
raise me up.
You raise me up. Woo! All right, but yeah. All right, well, we don't argue with the chat, so well said,
Usually,
chat. Well said.
Usually we don't.
Yeah, Nick does. I don't always, unless I have to. But
mean-
great job. So Mando all the way, baby.
Yeah, well, I mean, some people have strong opinions for Jedi too.
Oh, say it.
So, well, like
You have spoken.
Mrs.
All right, I'll
Manrique-
cut you off right there.
Mrs. Manrique says they follow the way of life, so Jedi would be better.
Right?
Yes.
Let's see. There was some good comments. Madeline agreed with Jedi being better teachers, but Mando's being better protectors. I feel the Jedi personality and the Mando family orientation and protectiveness would be my ideal. So I think some of the chat is saying both.
Protectiveness? We just talked about how their kids are plucked off of the shoreline? How are they protected?
Well, in theory, maybe.
Yeah.
In theory.
No, we saw it happen before our very eyes.
We did multiple times.
Well, we didn't see it.
Well, I mean, we didn't know, but there was
Well,
a lot
he
of
did
armor.
regurgitate them and then kind
There
of.
was a lot of armor there.
There was
You
a lot
know,
of armor.
you can't plot armor. I mean, plot armor. That's the other thing.
Armor.
If you're a Mandalorian, like you're way less of a target in some ways. You got this whole group protecting you. You know, if you're a Jedi, you're always like on the run, pretty much, or you're
Right.
always endangered to some degree.
Okay,
so
wait,
could
is
you
it-
actually just go out and play if you were a Jedi youngling? No, somebody at some point is like, you need to join our Jedi crew and school. Everybody wants to take you and teach you things because you're a Jedi youngling.
Well, that's
So
the
you-
same with the Mandos, the
No,
foundlings.
I think you could just exist. You could just go to school.
Oh, I
be
mean,
the
that is
lazy
true.
Mando.
fly
No,
under the
like-
radar.
Yeah,
Jedi
fly under the
do-
radar, become Din, just get picked up by whoever.
Jedi do just
Ooh.
take children.
Yeah, see, that's that's why I was saying it wasn't necessarily the Jedi Order.
I mean,
You just had two
but the
Jedi
same thing could be
parents.
said for Mandalorians.
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
founders.
They do
Yeah.
just take kids. You're
Which
not
one?
wrong.
Why are these?
Yeah.
No wonder Disney likes them. These.
Why
so
are they
much.
doing? Oh,
Oh, sorry.
got too real.
That got way
Yeah.
too real. What was Skylar saying?
I love how the guys ask us questions and tell us our answers are wrong.
Sorry, I said you were right. I said
say
chat
the
was
right answers. Okay.
The thing about these Star Wars questions is that there's so many layers to them.
There is no right
like
answer.
onions.
That's why these things, you
and
know,
ogres.
it's subjective.
Onion
But
boy.
like the more we think about them, the more we talk ourselves in and out of why we believe what we believe.
Yeah.
yeah.
We got a new person says named Commander says,
What's up, Commander?
Well,
Commander.
now that I think about it, the Mandalorian children did get kidnapped and eaten by a big bird.
Yes,
So,
exactly my point.
you know, it's risky being a Mandalorian on planets with dinosaurs.
Yeah, and ones that
think-
come out of the lake, and you're all like, "Let's have a
Nobody
beach
can
day."
defeat it.
Didn't they see Jurassic Park? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Did they see the water moving?
The water's breathing.
water's
That's nothing. Just don't worry.
Don't worry about it. No,
There's
the-
waves coming in. There wasn't waves a second ago. Don't worry about it.
Get your surfboard, kids.
Out in the water. Nom 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 nom.
We don't have any ships.
Pac-Man's there. No, I think the either will work because both Jedi and Mandalorians take care of their kids. They both teach them and raise them to be ready for the world galaxy that they're going to be a part of. Mandalorians teach you how to fight. They teach you how to survive. Not always on your own, but then they do let you go out on your own. Obviously, Din and them go out on their own and they make a living, but they also bring it back to the tribe. And then the Jedi are taught to go out with another and do things on their own. They're both very powerful in their own way and ready for the galaxy, more so than a lot of other beings in the galaxy. You know, so both are correct. We'll say that, okay? Get off my back. There's one that's more correct than the
I think the reality is that we like families
We do
in
love
Star
families.
Wars.
And all of them are messed up.
And they all might be messed up, but at least they exist in Star Wars.
Right.
That is true.
All right. Well, that was question of the week. Thanks for participating. And
It's time
put
for me
your
to go now.
thoughts. And it's time to go. No, no, we appreciate it. It's always a fun time. Good way to break the ice to get to know you a little bit better.
And to say that you're wrong.
And to say that you're wrong. We like
Mostly
to,
that last
We really
one.
like to insult our fan base. It really keeps them coming back for more. Yeah. Just a dose of reality, apparently here.
They're like, yeah, I've had a terrible week. I'm ready to get beat up some more.
no, they're here for the laughs. They're here to laugh at
Yeah,
you, Nick.
keep it funny.
All right.
laugh
But
I'm
also,
attacking them.
you're always attacking them. Also, if you haven't yet, we do have music out. I just want to put it out there again. We got multiple songs anywhere you can find music. We got Rule of Two, we got Santeva, and we got Fact Checker Chill, and we got more on the way. We're really excited to have some announced in the future. We're working on it behind the scenes, so get ready for that. We're excited for 2024 when it comes to music. But we are here at 7, and next week we will also be here at 7. So
And then the week after that.
week after that.
Also 7.
But let us know if you guys like this new time or not. We'd like to hear from you, the community. And another question. I have another question for everybody, real quick, before we get into the news.
Goodness.
Okay.
All right.
I want to hear the news.
I know we got to get to the news. We're gonna get to the news, but before we do, since it is National Houseplant Appreciation Day,
Hey!
nailed it, got it. Look at that dirt vaser.
He read it off a
I did not.
card
I
over
did
there.
not actually read it this time.
Fact checker's holding it up.
Yeah, thank you, fact checker. No,
Big bold letters.
he's a lying. He's a liar.
He's a lying.
But he's not.
You're a lying.
Nick the Lion.
Nick DeLion.
DeLeon.
DeLeon. Liar. Liar. But no, my question is, we don't do the singer again. This is called Plants on Target. It's a new segment of the show.
Oh wow.
He's
Just for
just
today.
making this up off the cuff.
So if you bought a new houseplant, what would you name it?
What would you name it?
Points for Star Wars plant name puns. Wookie Cookie, if you do. But we kind of already did this, but I want to know from everybody else.
What would you name your
it?
houseplant?
Your
What would I
houseplant.
name my
Bought one
houseplant?
today. We're just going to go through it real quick because we got a lot of news to get to. But
Oh, dude, I can't even think.
I mean, we think so deeply about silly questions. This is like a real question.
This
It's
is-
like
yeah,
naming your
this is
friend.
This plant's gonna last at least a week in my house.
At
What am I
least a
gonna
week.
name him?
you need one of those apps that like tells you what to do, like that like scans the plants, like, oh, you need to actually throw salt at its face or something.
I have-
Like,
That's not real.
it is. No, it is. Look it up.
That's when it
What's
comes.
it called?
It's a real
Assault?
app.
A
It's
plant-
called
plant-
assault.
Plant
It's called
assault.
assaulting your plant.
Wait, seriously?
No, I'm
Wait, seriously? Are you serious, Dustin?
Cactus Bane.
Cactus
says Skylark.
Bane.
Yes.
I just let Skylark name everything
Cactus.
at our
There you
place.
go.
That's
I don't have
perfect.
any names.
Grogu, spelled Grow.
Yes,
that's
Moonlight
cute.
Studios.
Oh,
I
that's
like that.
really
Shady.
good.
You get a
Or
Wookie Cookie.
Leia
Shady
Organic.
Skylark gets
Leia
Organic.
Organic.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
You guys are
These
geniuses.
are singers,
Miss
man.
Maverick, Shady. I like that.
Christopher. says- I'm trying to think of a. Yeah,
I know it's hard to think of these.
Well, they
was-
just thought of them all. I got nothing.
Wow. I was thinking just get a cool plant named Gonk. That's
Ooh,
Gonk.
yes.
nice and simple.
Or Gonkic.
Gonkic. What's
Or
a plant that would be
Gonkic.
close to Gonk?
I
Groot.
Don't know.
Groot.
Grant. No,
Grant?
sorry. I apologize.
Grand.
Grant.
Admiral.
What about,
Thrawn? Admiral
Grant.
Palm.
Yeah.
Admiral Palm.
Oh, man.
What about Potty the what is
Potty
it?
the putty.
Potty the Planty Pot? What is
No.
it? What's the name? Say it. You say it.
It's... Yeah, what is it?
Planty the. Is
No,
it Planty
no.
the potty plant?
It's something the potted plant.
Potted plant. It's from
Yeah, it's from Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb. It's an actual character in Phineas and Ferb. If you know it, shout it
Is
out.
it Potty the potted plant?
I think it's yeah.
What did I just say? I
don't-
just said
I
it
don't know.
earlier.
I didn't-
Planty the potted plant.
Planty the potted plant.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's what I would
Fact
name
checker.
it. Something simple that like Leaf or something like Leaf Erickson. Or,
Yeah, leave Erickson.
Yeah.
Or Green.
Morgan Treeman.
Wow.
Green dough.
Oh my
Grow
goodness,
Groot.
Grow Groot.
I
That was
like
good.
that. Oh my goodness. Fernie Sanders.
Admiral Ashbark says Scott.
Oh my
Wow.
That's good.
You guys are
You guys are
amazing
so
at
funny.
this. Wow. Okay. Well,
Levine.
Levi.
Wow. I should,
I'm just
I
gonna
should
let
end the
them name my
poll and-
plants.
Right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Seriously.
because we had a poll up
Oh,
for
we had
what
the
we
poll
wanted to
going, too.
name our plant. Herbie, Dirt Vaser, Darth Shrub, or Palm Krell.
I don't
Krell.
know. There's some
Are
other
they
good
still
names.
all right, we're gonna leave it up for just a little bit more.
Yeah, well, they're gonna let them vote on which one. And we'll,
Okay.
Yeah, let them vote on
use
this.
it.
He's underwater.
Caspian
Bo-Katan
and Dirt.
Grease. Caspian and Dirt.
Caspian and dirt. Oh, Cassian.
Oh,
Cassian.
that's good.
Too good.
There's so many. Okay.
Too good.
All right, we got a lot of news to get into, so let's jump on into the Holonet news. Dan!
Man, I feel like I'm getting yelled at.
Dan, give us the news.
You get there so quickly. And
Everything's under control. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
We're all fine here. We're all fine. Sorry, Dan.
I'm fine now.
I did not
It's
mean to
fine.
yell at you.
This
Danny-
jacket's a little warm up here. I'm
Yeah.
sweating. My face is getting
Dan is
red.
the newscaster tonight.
Well, Bismo said the crew looks classy. So
Oh, thank you, Bismo.
way to go,
He's
you
talking
guys.
about Dan.
Keeping it classy.
Mostly.
No,
I
you-
look the same every week.
I usually
don't know
look like
what
I
you
just
mean by
rolled out of
classy.
bed. So we're all. You guys always bring the class. I'm just trying to level up my game.
I'm just trying to be a Wookiee.
Well, Nick, you have something reflective going on. So
yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
mine.
You kind of
That
That's
is-
my
fancied it
Nintendo
up.
pin.
And every
That
time
is
I
very
forget
cool.
about it, and I always comment.
He's like,
on
yeah,
it.
that's cool, man. I'm like, you say that every single time. He's
It's
like, I always forget.
It's so good. It's a classic.
It does look really good
Nintendo.
through that
Yeah.
Pro Mist filter.
Doesn't it? What is this?
Oh, no.
Yeah, the Pro Mist. The quarter Pro Mist.
Talking about Nerd Jedi, am I
Yeah,
right?
Nerd Jedi. I got the Pro Mist. I'm the only one who's got the word. I've got the cheapest camera on me,
Yeah.
and I've got to like.
Yeah,
This is what I'm
he's
saying. I
got
got to level up something. 'Cause you can't make this better, and you can't make the camera better.
Also, yeah, you're looking a little red there, Dan.
I know that. I think the color balance is
Daniken.
off.
Ooh,
I
I
think
like-
I'm just sweating.
Yeah. That'll do that to you. Business in the 80s. There's a lot
Yeah.
of sweating going on.
A lot of stress.
There
A lot of
is.
meetings. I came out of a lot
Also-
of meetings today.
Also, you need to
know.
be smoking. Why
Also,
aren't you smoking?
you're nerdy.
Oh my goodness.
You're nerdy too, so you're you got the nerd sweats going on
Yeah.
as well.
Maybe you guys are just
Ready
really
to talk,
yellow.
talk
Maybe
about
we're
the news.
So yellow.
Dewey Dan.
I think it's time for the news.
Who said that?
Skylark. Oh god.
Set me up for that.
I
one.
like Ms. Van
I'm
Riek says,
Dewey Dan.
I'm Dewey Dan. Like Ms. Van Riek says, dirt jarring.
Dirt jarring.
I really like that one too. That's
good.
a
That
really
is a good
good one. Wow, you guys are so clever and hilarious. All right, but we do have a lot of news. I'm sorry, we got to bring it back to reality
into
here.
it.
And we already did the stinger. So
Yeah.
thanks, Dan, for doing that stinger. I'm sorry for yelling at you.
More editing.
Yep. All right. All right. So, as you all know, The Mandalorian and Grogu are coming to theaters, to a theater near you.
In a galaxy not so far away.
Not so far
Can we
away.
can we like clap and cheer for this news?
I don't know.
Yeah, actually, I don't know. I don't know about that.
There's a lot to this.
It's
I'm
like
clapping right
One
now.
clap.
I'm very happy.
Okay, but
okay. Well, you can be wrong.
there's a lot of sides to this.
Wow.
All right, let me run through what we know so far, okay? All right, so it's going to be directed by Jon Favreau and produced by... It's going
Who's
to
gonna be
produced-
produced by?
I should have had you read this.
It's gonna be produced by
This is why you refuse to read
Dave
these things
Filoni.
off.
Dave Filoni Baloney.
Dave Filoni. No, it's
Baloney.
produced by Favreau, Kathleen Kennedy, Yuck, and Dave Filoni.
Kathleen Kennedy. Yuck.
That's her
hyphenated name.
last name.
No.
Kennedy Yuck.
And production's going to be starting this year. It's going to lead the new set of films, which is interesting. Very interesting because technically another film I think was supposed to come out first. But it's going to lead the new films, which the others are helmed by Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, James Mangold, and Dave Filoni. So there are multiple movies at least slated for now. That
Whatever.
Could change. Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
So what Favreau has to say is he says, I've loved telling stories set in the rich world that George Lucas created, said Favreau. The prospect of bringing the Mandalorian and his apprentice Grogu to the big screen is extremely exciting.
I got the article right here.
Yeah, there it is,
Oh,
right
there it
there.
is.
Thank you. Thank you, Dan.
The AI
Business
art.
Dan.
Business
Dapper Dan.
Dan. Here to save the day. Look at that art.
Dan.
Look at how AI that is.
Yeah, seriously. Okay.
I do like how he says, I have loved telling stories that set in the rich world that George Lucas
Yes.
created.
Yeah.
He acknowledges the creator.
He acknowledges.
Creator.
That's why I love Favreau.
Yeah.
I know.
I have more faith in Favreau than I do anybody at Star Wars.
But Filoni, I mean, he's like his younger brother too. So, I mean, you can't, I think Filoni would be the first to also say that he appreciates
Filoni baloney,
what
my
Dave
friend.
created.
Filoni baloney.
I don't know about that, but the
this
rest
is
of
Favreau.
the rest of these directors, I mean, I'll go with Filoni. He just needs to continue improving his
I'm being a
live
little
action
harsh.
directing.
I'm being a little harsh.
Yeah, I know, but I think Filoni needs to keep improving his directing. Right, he needs to keep practicing. Because if he just jumped in and made the Mando movie right now, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like from
Filoni?
his, yes.
Oh yeah. It'd be,
If Filoni did it, right? So
would
I'm
not
just
be
saying
good.
I like Filoni, but
Well,
Favreau knows how to absolutely make a movie
yeah,
and direct actual people. And even if those people are a puppet and a dude behind a mask, Favreau can steer the ship. I'm really excited.
yeah. So that's kind of a lot of different thoughts going out. I've heard from so many different people. There's so many different takes on this, and I'm curious to know what you guys are thinking about this. But so are you guys excited about this? Does this make you nervous?
Yes.
Does it make you excited? All right, Nick, tell me why
It makes
this
me
makes
nervous
you nervous
because is the Mandalorian show just done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one.
that's a big
Right?
question.
Or are they going to take up the mantle with like Bo-Katan, like I've heard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If they do that, it's like, well, then what's the point? Why?
Was that their plan?
Why does he have to leave? Why does he have to be out of it? I don't get it. I'm upset.
Yeah, so that's a big question. Is this Jon Favreau's last Star Wars project. Is he going out with a bang with this movie? You know, he's putting a cap on the end of what he started, which was The Mandalorian, because he's the one who started it.
Yeah.
There's so many different opinions on this.
I
go
agree.
ahead, Dan.
My thought as a executive is if I'm hiring Jon Favreau to direct me a movie, I've said this from the beginning. We like money. We like money as executives. And we like franchises and products that are going to make us a lot of money, like money with B's at the beginning of it. Billions.
Billions.
And I
Beginning
want this
billions.
movie to make $1 billion. This movie, if they do it even halfway decent, will make them $1 billion. Because it's the first Star Wars movie we've had in 5 years. It is helmed by Favreau, who knows how to create an insane movie. Look at Iron Man. Look at Elf. Look how he started The Mandalorian. So if anybody trusts him, we trust him.
Sorry.
And if he makes us $1 billion as your executive, I think I want him to make me another one.
Yeah.
Because he did Iron Man 2. And, you know, while you're doing that one, let's just make it a trilogy. Because really what we trust is Jon Favreau. And John, we want you on our payroll a little bit longer. So, John, would you be okay with making us 3 more movies as part of this package? You know what I'm saying? If it makes $1 billion, they want another one.
Right.
Even if it only makes $500 million the second time, we want money.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. Is this his last thing? I don't think it is if it does well. If it does bad, yep, he's out.
Okay. Wow. Hot takes from Dan.
I believe it.
Yeah. So
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it. Yeah, so the only thing I say again, I completely agree with you if they let him have free reign in this movie.
Yeah.
The thing that makes me nervous is producer Kathleen Kennedy and President Kathleen Kennedy. But this might be more of a Disney move. I actually think this is Disney stepping into Lucasfilm and trying to correct the ship a little bit. Because another rumor that's been going on, another thought that's been going on, because of how badly the Rey movie and the controversial comments made by Charmin Obaid Chinoy has said. I mean, everybody was panning that. Everybody. I mean, it was the comments were not very smart to make.
It was rough.
It was bad PR.
It was very bad PR.
It's like a train wreck.
It's bad.
Hard to watch, but you couldn't look away.
Right.
Yes, exactly. It's bad PR for a movie that already was going to do bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. And there's been a lot of rumors even that, and we're going to get into it later if we have time, for the plot leaks for the Rey film. If you didn't know, Charmin Obaid Chinoy is the one who's going to be directing that movie. And she's only directed like a few things, and they were all like documentaries.
Yeah.
She did, to be fair, she did do like 2 episodes of The Marvels, the show on Disney Plus.
Did I
Other
watch
than
that show?
But nobody's
No.
watched that. So that I know of anyway.
Let's take a poll out there, fact checker. Anybody watch that show?
Anybody watch that show or the movie?
If so, how
But-
far did you get to it before you shut it off?
But that's what makes me nervous about this movie is I think they're rushing this decision because they are trying to get PR away from how bad that's doing and get people excited about literally anything in Star Wars. And they're like, all right, what was popular in Star Wars in the last 10 years? Like, what's the only thing we've ever actually had success in when it comes to Star Wars? Literally the only thing. Oh, that's right, The Mandalorian and Jon Favreau. All right, let's announce this.
Yeah.
Let's create some AI art. Let's just crank this out right now, replace the Rey movie, and go completely with this direction and get everybody's mind off of how dumb Charmin Obaid Chinoy is and that whole idea of that movie. And let's pivot. Let's get us on track here a little bit, or at least try.
They got their answer by announcing, first of all, we're making a Rey movie. This was like what? They did this like barely 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Announcing, it's gonna start shooting in March of 24. That's like 2 months away. You're like, okay. And then in the meantime, she comes out with these comments, and Lucasfilm just hasn't helped themselves in any way, shape, or form. And the PR is just a disaster. So if they and then they heard from all of the fans, and even the fans that, really, really love the sequel trilogy were even kind of like, oh, yay, Rey.
You're like, okay, I guess.
I like the sequels if they like the sequels, but I didn't need another one. Like, I'd rather get a Mando movie, and here we are.
Well, and I think to your point, business Dan, I think finally,
Business Dan.
I think finally, knowing what we know from the earnings of last year and bomb after bomb after bomb, that Disney was actually, it was the first time, right, in however many years that Disney was not profitable, right, when it comes, or the number one when it comes to entertainment, was it? I forget the
I think
actual
movie.
They were
revenue.
total. They were number 2 in the
number
box
2
office
box
totals.
office totals.
And most of the movies that made them the most on that list,
Were not made by Disney.
no, were not made by Disney, but they also were negative net.
Yeah,
But
right.
they made 300 million because it's still a big box office draw, but it took them 500 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to
Indiana
make a movie.
Jones.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then a lot of
Never
that
watched
actually was Hangover from 22 from.
Hangover. You said that twice now.
Yeah, did I? No.
Must be a business term.
From
Must be a business term.
executives. We have words.
We have words.
I have words.
No,
We say
from
words,
the movie The Avatar. It's 2022. Because that one just kept making money and kept making money in 23. So it's cheap. And they
Still haven't
probably, just what I'm saying is just Disney deserved to be at the bottom of the list for 23. But somehow they still made it on the list with all their losses. But they're still hurting for money. So they need a win. And the problem is it's not like an instant win. It's going to take them, 3 years to make the movie? When's it coming out, Dustin?
It's going to at least take 2 years.
2 years is what I heard.
Probably
Okay.
2026 is going to be the earliest
Wow.
that it's going to come out.
Yeah.
I mean, to produce a movie, it does
Takes
take
some
years.
time.
So they're just getting started this year. But the crazy thing is, more rumors abound. The Rey movie was slated, I believe, to start production this year.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are talking about that they had a spot at Pinewood Studios, and that possibly now with the announcement of this
They
film,
can accelerate it.
they swapped it, and
That
they're
would be
pushing
smart.
back the Ray movie because
But it's not
of
shelved.
The train was
not shelved.
Yeah,
I heard that
Classic
it
KK.
was fast tracked and that it was replacing the Ray film.
yeah, that would make sense.
That they
I
can't-
think that's a rumor.
I
It's still a
heard it
rumor,
on
but-
another
that's a
news site,
rumor.
but they read it from a news article. So
Okay.
Just as long as it's not the quality suffering
Right.
for rushing it out.
I'm just curious though, because season 3, well, it was just last year, I guess. So did they have season 4 in the can? Was there writing already set for it?
Well,
There's been so much changing in the Mandoverse,
yeah, and
like with
that's-
Thrawn, and now that Ahsoka's out, and Filoni's taking over the creative. Like, there's been so many moving pieces over at Disney and Lucasfilm. It's hard to keep. It's impossible to keep track.
it's just
It's a mess.
it's a
Convoluted
madhouse.
conundrum.
It's a madhouse.
That's what it is.
It's a madhouse. It's a madhouse. It kind of is though, and that's the crazy thing. All of us fans are sitting here like, give us any news, like
Right?
Like that's why they drop anything. We're all just like, oh yum yum yum.
Oh, yum, 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 yum.
That's what it is. Photosynthesis.
Yeah. I'm a sponge. I can filter feed.
We need anything, please.
Yeah, but I mean, because 2024, we're starting off the year and nothing is set in stone when it comes to any content. We know that content's coming in 2024,
Right.
but they've given us 0 dates on
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
We have no concrete anything coming out this year that we know of for sure, other than what they've announced. But a lot of these things could be totally switched. I mean, this Mando movie. The crazy thing is even how they dropped it. It was just like,
Right.
like totally random on,
Like,
on a
hey,
Tuesday. It wasn't
we're
even
making a movie.
Yeah, all right, here we go. What?
Yeah,
Like you
I-
didn't like plan for this? You didn't like
Right.
want to announce it more with like a
Like
a
this
teaser,
is
or
something
like-
they could announce at Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah.
But are they doing a celebration this year at all? I think it's next year.
No, it is next year.
So that's part of the problem is they
There's
don't really
still
have anything
better
coming up.
ways to announce it. You could film
Yeah.
Favreau being like, I'm really
Favreau.
Favreau.
No, you film Pedro
Favreau.
Pascal. You get
Yes.
Pedro on a camera
Pedro.
with just a picture of them with Favreau and
It's AI.
It's AI.
AI
yep.
art.
It's
Grogu's
not even
there.
him.
Grogu's
He's just voicing himself,
Yeah.
and his AI digitally him there.
Oh my
I
gosh.
want to see Grogu like in an adult suit, like he's really tall, like walking around.
And he's talking.
In a business suit, an 80s
business
business
Who?
suit.
Okay, who would voice Grogu if he was older?
It's definitely going to be Vin Diesel.
Oh god,
Oh wow.
I'm Grogu.
I am Grogu.
Well, that's a question I saw earlier in the chat.
That's a great question. Sorry, keep going.
Oh,
What is the question?
Is Pedro going to be part of this? Because
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
he should be.
See, that's another question. They have not answered that. We don't know if he's coming back or not. I would say probably yes, although he has a very busy schedule in the next year. I think he's working on right now. I think he's filming like 2 different movies. He's got 2 movies that he's slated to film.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if he's gonna. I think he'll show up because he's getting to the point at an actor that he's in high demand right now. And I think he's I think in his eyes, he's grown past TV shows, although he's doing TV shows, which is weird. But I think he really wanted a movie for this.
Yep.
And maybe he wanted this to be the last movie. That's the other thing I'm wondering. An out for him, but to go out in a movie and in a big bang. You know what I mean?
He's gonna die?
Maybe, potentially. I hope not, but eventually he's going to. And Grogu's going to have to take over and keep going.
And he's gonna take his helmet and make it his own.
Yep.
That'd be cool.
And then he's gonna have the same voice.
He's going to take Din's
It's gonna
helmet.
be Pedro Pascal as Grogu.
It's Grogu. Grogu just like absorbs his voice box
Right.
and puts it
Oh
into
my
his own.
It's just
He's
tricky.
a Sith, actually.
Right.
This is such a tricky movie to pin down because it's coming from a TV show first.
Yeah.
It's like, what in the world? How do we even quantify this?
Well-
Like, what other examples do we have of 3 seasons of a TV show coming out with a movie? Star Trek, maybe?
Yeah.
And that had some success, you
You
know?
know-
But you have to get everybody there. So I'm saying you can't make a Din movie
Without-
and not have Din,
Yeah.
Mando, Pedro himself.
Watch they just kill him off right in the beginning.
Oh my, yeah, for the first 5 minutes.
First
and then
5
it's
minutes,
just
he's
Bo the
dead.
rest of the
And
time.
it's just like
The thing is, they just, yeah.
That's the thing. That's the thing with this whole announcement. Disney, Star Wars, Lucasfilm, you got to prove yourself. Before I get hope for anything Star Wars anymore, I'm going into everything you give me with a grain of salt, and I'm like, this is probably going to be garbage, but I'll watch it. And if you prove yourself, I will. Okay, we'll take it up. You got to earn your trust, Disney, Lucasfilm. You got to earn your trust with the fans again. Okay, we need that trust because you've totally broken it time and time again. We've all got hope. Oh, this one, don't worry. This one's going to come out. It's going to be the best one ever.
they say that for literally everything.
Yeah, I know. We have. And we've been looking at so much.
They're running a bombing campaign when they should be promoting peace.
Yeah. The thing, though, to even counteract that point, I do like the fact that they're finally going back to movies. though.
Yes.
This was a step in the right direction. I believe, as rushed at it as it is, and it might just be a PR stunt to get away from all the bad press and bad news, at least it's a movie. And I think that's where we need to get back to. And I think they finally realized that. So, because everything most everything was announced was a movie except for Ahsoka season 2. And the time
cares about
frame,
that?
the time frame is going
Time
to
frame?
be, time frame.
That time frame.
The time frame is going to be interesting as to when all of this stuff matches up. The other rumor
Right.
we've been hearing, and I'll get everybody's take on this is this actually season 4? Is this Mando season 4? Or is this something totally new, totally different? And
Enough of
season
something
4,
completely different.
yes. Is season 4 still happening in like a different movie form or a different show form or with a different character? And is this separate from that? What do you guys think? I've been hearing this rumor out there that this might be in addition to season 4 or keep going. Sorry, go ahead, Nick.
I think that's what's going to happen, though. Din's going to die in the movie, and then Bo's going to become the Mandalorian, and then they'll continue the show.
Okay.
That's what I got.
The theory, I don't disagree with you. I don't know if he's going to die. I'm not as negative as,
Or he's just, I don't know. He's going to get out of the picture somehow.
yeah.
He's
Maybe
going to maybe go to Ahsoka's universe or
he
something.
can now live in the movie universe
Right.
exclusively or something, you know?
Yeah.
And maybe they're just not going to do Mandalorian on Disney Plus anymore. They're still their biggest show on Disney Plus. So if they take it
Yeah.
and put it in the movie theater, like, are we learning is that they're done with the Disney Plus Star Wars experience?
Maybe.
Are they learning that it's failing?
Maybe
And
they
the fans, including us, are not loving very little.
They can't keep
of
it
Disney
running.
Plus.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's the problem.
And so they're
Now
like, we
they're
need
like,
some
"Eh,
dough. We got to convert this stuff.
Yeah.
They can't keep the
We got to
plants alive.
liquidate. We got to liquidate.
They can't keep the plants alive in Disney Plus, and I really don't think it's working for them. I think this business model and strategy, especially if you put out not so good content that doesn't get people excited about your content, I think is failing. And they also aren't getting the pros of box office returns, and the hype of that lasting a lot longer than a Disney Plus show. I think you get more eyes on it whenever you get it into into theaters. So I think that's another business decision.
Yep.
Right.
And you
there.
could get John Williams to throw some neat music down.
Which
because he's not retired.
I know he's
again.
not
Yeah.
retired.
that was another thing that came out
It's
recently.
like, dude, come on.
He said
Dude, honestly, like it'd be the saddest thing ever. But he's probably gonna die while he's conducting music.
probably.
Yeah.
That is very sad. You just went to
It
a
is.
very
It is
dark
very
place.
dark,
really
and I'm
dark.
sorry I went there.
I mean, I
but
think
seriously,
because he's so old, he's never going to stop.
no, he's just. That's it.
The thing
Like
that-
he's gonna show up to work one day and boop, he gone.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I hope he's got a death song for himself so that whenever he does die conducting,
playing it-
they
playing
just
it at the funeral?
immediately play it.
Yep. And they're like, oh,
And they play it at the funeral.
they just
You know
keep
his-
playing it until he's buried.
Dude, his funeral, I
yeah.
want to make his funeral because it's probably going to be the most musical, amazing thing that's going to happen in our generation.
Yeah.
Is whenever
John Williams.
We will have a day of
passes.
mourning when John Williams
We
passes.
will.
We will have to sit and watch and listen to all of his scores.
never die, become like Yoda.
He will live
immortal.
forever. You know,
Grogu.
it just
Live
will.
forever.
But I didn't bring him up to think about him dying. Actually, I was just bringing him up because I was hoping you would do
Oh, I'm
something.
sorry. It's where my mind goes.
Yeah, no, it's
Nick.
okay.
It's
He's
always
old.
on
death.
He's like 90 something.
It's
You know, a
always
lot
on
of people
death.
have been unfortunately passing very suddenly and recently. It just seems like every time you turn on the news, some horrible news. But all that to say that John Williams, I hope he does some music for this movie. Maybe. You know, I don't mind the other guy, the guy that did Creed, and he did Black Panther, and he did Mandalorian. I love the guy's music. I mean, when you hear that stuff, it's epic.
Oh yeah, he's got a what's his name? I just lost. I just had
he's
it
a
and I
good
lost it. What's
he's
the
a good
name of who did
producer.
the music for Mando.
Fact checker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. That guy.
Ludwig Göransson.
Ludwig.
Ludwig Göransson.
Icy's
Yes.
there all
Ludwig.
over.
Always.
Thank you, Icy.
He's got it.
And Iñaki says John Williams will become a Force ghost. Yes.
Yes.
That's absolutely. And Bismo's upset with Nick now.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
because my mind is on death.
Yeah, maybe. He said same with Marvel though. Back to
No, yeah, I think it was the whole
yeah.
death thing.
yeah, and
I brought it to a dark place.
yeah, it was a dark place.
That's what I do.
But I mean, if Mando dies in the movie, that'd be horrible. We thought he was going to die in season 3. We thought Bo was going to die in season 3. We thought we didn't know. We didn't think Grogu was going to die. We didn't see. Somebody mentioned earlier, Paz died in season 3, so he can't even. Favreau himself can't even make the movie.
I mean,
right?
right.
And that's what I saw. That's what I thought. Whenever I watched that and he died from the stupid Praetorian guards.
You thought
from
he
the
was
sequels,
gone,
I was
right?
like,
It was
dude.
like-
I was like, he's out, and he
That's-
might have
yeah.
been. I think he's
the
still.
Disney killing him.
I think he might
Yeah.
have been checked out because after season 2 of Mandalorian, with the epic finale of Luke showing back up, and it got us back to a place where we were actually excited about Star Wars again.
Could have been better.
Don't say that. And then
The CGI could have been better.
All right, the CGI, but the moment and everything else was
Yeah, the
fantastic.
moment was great.
And it got us back to what we love about Star Wars.
But don't put rubber face in
Oh my
there.
goodness. Okay, you're taking away from my point. Please
I
stop.
don't know.
Sith-
I'm adding to your point.
Nick-
I'm countering your point.
You are kind of. All right, Sith Nick is here, everybody.
should have been.
He's here to stay.
Should have been. Should have been somebody else.
All right, but no, what I'm saying is, my point is, after that, KK found out about it because he kept that secret from what I heard. It was rumors. After that, I think she got mad. And then she went like to war against Jon Favreau. And then that's why you got Sucky Boba Fett, which I don't think was him. I think she totally screwed that up because he had written it. I think it could have been epic. She screwed that up. Obi-Wan was already a train wreck. And then you got season 3 of Mando. That did not feel like it just did not feel like Favreau at all. It felt like more like Dave Filoni wrote that, especially after seeing Ahsoka.
Yeah.
And they might have done season 3 of Mando to set us up. But that's the other thing. He did say, Jon Favreau did say he had season 4. He was writing season 4 during season 3, that it was basically already written. He did come out and say that. So that was interesting when he said that. But maybe they were setting up, maybe he was letting Dave Filoni set up this move. Maybe it was in the works potentially, or they were giving themselves an out if everything went to crap.
Right.
That's why they were setting up Bo and sidelining more Din so that Din could be set up for a movie with him, just him and Grogu, because they're probably not going to bring Bo, I don't think, into the movie. I don't know for sure.
We need a
wouldn't
strong
they,
female
though?
character, and we're really hard to. It's hard
Come
up
on,
to
man.
find
I
a
know.
strong female character
Be
to
so
usurp
insensitive.
Din himself. It is called. Are they calling it the Mandalorian?
I think that's
and
its-
Grogu. Is that
That's
the
its
title?
working title. I don't.
Thank goodness, because
Yeah,
that's a
right, 'cause that's
dumpy title.
terrible.
I know my
a long thing.
my wife was like, Wow, so creative.
Right?
Yeah, but Bismo.
Kiss on the big screen.
Kiss on the
if,
big
if Bo
screen.
came on, he could
I mean,
take
we're
the
not
helmet
against it.
off, and then you'd get your Dinbo moment.
And then
If
he
they-
dies.
and then he dies.
And then he
Just like-
disappears.
Just like,
Just
It's like
Rey.
friggin' Rise of Skywalker.
yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, which there is
Which
actually more to
yeah,
talk about
yeah.
that. We will discuss
Apparently
that.
that kiss wasn't romantic, and I'm like, what are you?
They
What,
don't know.
what are you
they're doing.
talking about?
They do
What
not
was it
know.
then? That's just weird, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's weird, man.
That's weird.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Tell me, people just go out there and just kiss random strangers like that, and it's not romantic?
Yeah, what?
What is it?
Yeah.
What?
That's just weird. It
What?
is weird.
But what do you guys think about that? If that's finally where you get a proper Dinbo love connection story, Bodin moment,
Yes.
is that what you've all been waiting for? If it comes in the movie, are we like super excited? We finally like get our payoff.
I'll only be happy if he dies right after.
Oh,
Wow. This is
I'll be happy,
But
but
you
then
still will be
I'll just be
happy.
like, yes.
oh my goodness.
well, I mean, it would be an emotional moment for sure.
Yeah.
No, I
and then
think-
she becomes the proper mother to. She'd have to take on
Right.
Yep.
Grogu.
Now she's a single
No, she'd
mom.
have to be Dinbo,
Yeah, no,
right?
no.
She would have to technically be Dinbo because you take.
Oh,
First name.
snap!
So we called it from the beginning.
Yeah, we did.
Dimbo.
Dinbo.
Dimbo.
It would
Or
make it all worth
Or
it.
Bo dies.
Right?
Ooh, that would be
Whoa.
sad.
Plot twist.
You can't kill the woman.
But I mean, it is Disney.
Yeah.
They've done stupider things.
Yes, they have. I know. That's the sad thing is like we can get as excited and as hopeful as we want, and our ideas are usually 10 times better than what
And
actually
then what
happens.
we get is like,
So I'm just trying to like
wow.
Yeah.
just trying
right.
to like be like, hell, okay,
Temper the
everybody,
expectations.
yeah, let's temper our expectations. It's nice to be excited, and that's why I'm of two minds because I'm like I'm definitely excited for a movie in Star Wars again with Favreau. That's got me most
Favreau.
excited. Favreau, a movie
It's just
and
Favreau,
The Mandalorian,
not
which
Favreau.
is Favreau.
Oh.
And The Mandalorian, I think, arguably is the
Favreau.
best thing that's come out of Disney Star Wars. Would you guys agree?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Mandalorian.
Season 1 and
100%.
2.
It's hard to write. I just this is why the genius
Excuse
of
me?
Favreau is
It's not hard to write.
it's hard to write your name. But Favreau, it's hard to create brand new characters in the Star Wars universe that are that are super loved. Basically, universally, he created a phenomenon around Star Wars and around Mandalorian and Grogu. When he introduced the Mandalorian, we're like, "Thank you," and then we get this Grogu thing in the first episode. We're like, "What?" But Grogu himself became maybe overused at some point. People got tired of him.
Well,
But Grogu
he wasn't
is-
supposed to come back.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to be.
But in the first two seasons, Grogu and Mando, it was just on fire for Disney Star Wars,
Yeah. They were like, "Oh man, we're rolling in the dough."
and we were happy because
Let's
it
make
was
20 different shows
yeah,
though.
yeah, right.
And
then
just
they
go the exact opposite direction.
then they weighed it down. Yeah, I mean because then we were excited too because we were coming off the heels of the sequel trilogy, and
Yeah.
so we're like, throw
that
those in the
trend.
trash.
We were like, "Oh, this is bad." And then
Exactly.
We saw Mando.
like
and we're
throw that in the
"Oh,
trash. Just
Okay.
give me more, Grogu and Mando.
More cowbell.
That's it. More cowbell.
Yeah. So to answer your question though, Dan, earlier about would we want to see? I think if you gave us Dinbo in this movie, that would justify and would retroactively make season 3 a lot better. I'm not saying it completely absolves it of all of its sins. I'm saying that it makes it a lot better because those teases actually amount to something
Yeah.
Yeah.
and give the fans what they want. If they were smart, which I think Favreau's smart.
Favreau knows
If
how
it's
to
up
make
to him,
movies.
If it's up to him, because he knows how to do love stories too. So I think he could deliver on that. That does have me very intrigued and excited for that. But I got to still temper my expectations, knowing where it's coming from. But it is good to get excited. Dimbo for sure. Dimbo for the
Now
win.
hope. Yeah.
Bodin.
Bodin for the win.
Are we going to
Dinbo.
learn anything about Grogu himself in the movie?
No.
I think
Absolutely not.
They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to do something.
Couldn't even get the
with
words
that.
out of my mouth.
Yeah. I'm out.
I think they're gonna have to. Do
George
something
Lucas is going to be like, "Yeah, you can't say anything.
else. He might.
I mean, I'm the captain now."
I'm the captain now. Yeah, so there's a lot of interesting stuff happening in Star Wars right now, especially with this announcement dropping randomly on a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
With AI art. kind of trying to cover the tracks of how crappy they've been putting out their PR. Their PR has been lately.
I think they literally have one person doing it. And
Who is it?
They have no idea.
We got to get a hold of that person.
Yeah, this sounds good.
Somebody just texted him. He's like, I don't know what to put out today. Anything? Everybody got anything? Just,
and then they
say
give
Mando movie.
They just give them keywords, Mando movie. But then, like after that, they were writing something else, but he didn't get that, so he already put it out, and they're like, "Crap!"
Yes, exactly. They're just some underling. He's like taking all the heat and for the entire Star Wars. It was like stressed out
He's
to
like,
the max.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know this was gonna happen.
Right.
They just asked ChatGPT, "What should we do next?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
right.
what they're doing. They just
ChatGPT's
use
like,
AI for
well,
everything.
obviously, there's a lot of talk on Mandalorian and Grogu.
It was
Make
fun.
a
Why don't we just do
movie.
that?
It was still the most watched things that the people on the interwebs are saying. Make movies instead of shows. All right, we'll do this.
Maybe then this is Rise of the Fans. Maybe to bring it back to
Yeah,
the
that's a
positive
great point.
nature, hearing us fans whine and complain / give them advice,
Constructive criticism.
constructive criticism. I think it's pretty universal that a lot of the fans are like, we want a movie. We're tired of this 8-episode, lots of fluff, 16 episodes, too much. We want high quality with our favorite characters down to the nitty gritty. Don't add in all these other people that we don't care about. So maybe they listen to the fans. Maybe now that Filoni's there, he's like, this just makes sense. We got to stop doing all this other crap.
It's poetry, it rhymes.
It's time. The time has come, and hopefully they don't spend like $400 million on this movie, and waste.
Hopefully they do.
Well, I want them
And
to
then they
spend a
go
lot of money.
bankrupt, and then we don't have to worry.
Yeah.
about
So
it.
either way, they have to sell it back to George Lucas.
Oh, well, there
Right.
you go.
And then he takes it from there.
Doesn't he? How much stock does he own?
Oh, he's one of the.
He's got to
majority
still be a majority,
shareholders.
yeah.
Yeah. Which is another thing looming
That's all
over
he's
Disney.
been doing. He's just been buying up
Ooh.
Disney stock
That might be actually
to
that.
become the majority.
That's another
wow.
great point because there's been a proxy war going on in Disney right now with all the shareholders.
Yeah.
And he's one of them that potentially could help take over Disney and kick out Bob Iger. This might be also another political move, financial move on Disney's behalf to try or Bob Iger's behalf to try and keep his power there at Disney. There's a whole nother layer. There's a lot of layers.
We're
to
getting
this.
Star Wars in real life.
I know. I don't necessarily want to keep going into all that, but we do need to move on.
The espionage.
But what's the chat saying? I know we've been talking a lot. I know. Sorry, we've been going off a
They
lot on
say
this.
you smell funny and can't read good.
Well, okay.
It was about 39 minutes of good, solid Mandalorian, not too much off target.
no. That was.
And I just want to say, it's
We're
not,
still in
it's-
the news section, right?
yes.
Yeah.
And we actually have a lot more to come.
Also, though, it's only 8:09. So really, we're only
just
9
starting.
minutes into our show, and we're so on target.
right.
But yeah, the chat is. I think the chat overall is excited
Okay.
about
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, obviously, it's early to tell what it's going to be about, and is it going to be good? Is it filler? Whatever.
Yeah.
But overall, positive.
Do you want
vibes.
to throw up? Should we throw up another poll, or should I have them do one or two?
Don't
for,
throw up.
All right.
Let's do a poll.
All right,
It's
let's
just-
do a poll for.
Yeah.
Do you think this is a smart move, dumb move, or should we do excited versus not excited for this movie? I think everybody's
Smart
gonna
move,
say
yes.
excited.
Well, let's see how. Maybe we'll
Just
get a
words.
100%
You
poll.
dum-dum.
Maybe we'll get a one.
Except for
hondo.
Dustin, he'll just vote no.
What?
Yeah, Dustin.
I'm not saying I'm not excited. I'm excited for the
no.
ideas and
I'll
the opportunity.
vote no.
Once we mentioned Dinbo, you were like, "Oh, maybe I am excited for this
No,
movie."
no. I am excited for Favreau movie and Mandalorian, but it's still under the moniker of Disney, Lucasfilm, and Kathleen Kennedy. Okay, there's
Right.
a lot of things that cancel each other out.
You forgot
That's
her-
the things that make me. It tempers my expectations.
You
So
forgot
if
the
we were-
hyphen.
And
Kathleen Kennedy, yuck.
yuck. Yes, I'm sorry.
So if we're
that's-
looking at a flow chart, you got your positives and your negatives going into the match.
Yeah.
Here's your strengths. Here's the weaknesses. Here's the
Yes.
whatever. We're pretty neutral right now. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. I'm
showing-
neither excited nor not excited.
So what would put you over the edge, Dustin? What would put you over the edge?
If Kathleen Kennedy resigned as president?
Okay,
of
well that
Lucasfilm,
would because that would strengthen the offense. The
would
defense would be
strengthen-
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but then it's a power vacuum.
Who's going to take over?
Bob Iger.
Oh, Maid Shanoid or whatever her name
No,
is.
what? No, Favreau. What if Favreau? What if
Oh,
they
if
actually
Favreau
put
took
Favreau
over, yeah,
in
but
charge?
I don't think Bob would do that.
He
might,
doesn't want to
because
wear
I believe-
suits.
I think Bob brought. Well, no, actually, I don't think Favreau. I don't think Favreau would take it, but I do think that Bob brought in Favreau to try and help write the ship.
Okay.
Originally for Mando, and Favreau showed up and was like, "Look, I can help you guys out with this. Like, I love Star Wars. I really would love to be a part of it and help you guys out in any way I can." The thing about Favreau is that he owns his own studio and he's a free agent. So the problem with him being in charge of Lucasfilm as like the studio head or the president, I don't know if he'd actually want to do that. That's the thing.
I don't think he would.
So,
Filoni, though.
But Filoni's more of a creative. He's executive.
Okay, Dustin, then who's going to take over?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Hannah
Hannah's
Roll.
gonna have to
Hannah
take
There
over.
we go.
We got it.
Or
Got
it's
it.
going to have to be some sort of like third party, just business person that loves Star Wars.
George Lucas.
Yes. George Lucas. Or someone that absolutely loves Star Wars. A huge Star Wars fan.
John
but is
Williams.
Very good
John Williams.
from the grave.
We're going to do we're going to do
still alive.
everything,
The Force Ghost.
everything's musical from now on.
Yes,
Yeah,
everything's a
only
musical.
music from here on out of Lucasfilm. No, I think it'd have to be like a very smart businessman who absolutely
Elon
loves
Musk.
Star Wars. Actually,
Spots.
actually, he would do a great
Dude,
job.
Bob Iger would never allow
He would never allow that.
You need
But-
you just need some common sense in there. That's why Favreau's cool, because he's common sense.
Yeah, he is.
You
He
know,
knows
you
how to
need
make
you
good
just need
content.
somebody that's like
He has a
the
winning
fans
track
you know,
record.
Like,
Quentin
look,
Tarantino.
Oh my God.
I just can't praise Favreau enough for how he created The Mandalorian.
Right.
That's insane.
Right.
How he wrote it. Now he wrote it as Boba Fett. That's how he pitched it, remember?
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, we can't really do it as Boba Fett. So what if we do it as, and then they morphed it. But it was him and Filoni from the beginning. So Filoni with his creative, so Favreau had the idea. Filoni came in and shaped it. He's like, actually, we could make it just another bounty hunter
No, KK said no original characters or
to
Disney.
Boba Fett. Yeah, okay, maybe.
Boba Fett.
So then Filoni was like, all right, but we'll make it then this really cool guy. And then he's like, how did they get the Yoda species in if that's an original character?
No, that's
They
not
got the
Yoda. though.
species.
I know, but that's
species.
very touching
Which
the
we still
original
don't
trilogy.
know
That's
what they're
not
called.
getting away from that. And then they brought Boba Fett in what, season 2?
Yes, season 2.
Boba
So-
Fett.
Yeah, and then the Luke
Which
in season 2.
I think because Favreau proved himself with the Mandalorian in season 1 that they were like, all right, we'll give him a little bit more to play with here. And he always wanted to actually do Boba Fett. So they were like, okay, well let's give him Boba Fett. Let's give him what he wants because he's doing a great job.
Yeah, but
with
then
it.
they railroaded him.
Yeah, and then they totally screwed it all up. But
We got a new guy in the
yeah.
chat named Geek Ledger says
What's up?
give it to Kevin Smith.
Kevin
The
Smith.
dude produced
there
a ton
you
of
go.
movies and shows every year, and while he's a creative, he's also in the business side. Yeah.
And he loves Star Wars.
And he loves Star Wars. He's a little R-rated.
Yeah,
KG.
Uh-oh, we need KG in the mix
Yeah,
then.
Yeah.
KG in the mix.
But I'm saying he could do it and they could cut it down PG-13.
Yeah.
Right, Dustin?
I'm not going to say Kevin
He's talking about leading Star Wars, I think.
No, I understand.
Okay, sorry.
But
I was
not
thinking
gonna
as a
say
movie.
it.
Yeah.
But no, Kevin
Because
Smith.
he absolutely hates him.
No, Kevin Smith did
Loathes
one of the
him
worst
entirely.
bait and switches with like a He-Man movie, a He-Man show that was coming out. He did one of the worst and totally ticked off every single one
was
of the
that-
He-Man. And it was a
Was that
totally
Masters of the
woke
Universe thing? Was that
Masters
what
of the
that-
Universe,
Oh, okay.
horrible train wreck.
Yeah.
That I don't trust that guy when it comes to a lot of this stuff. I'm not trying to go against you. It could work out great.
Right.
But personally, for me, I'm gonna say no to Kevin Smith. I don't think he's got the spine for it when it comes to a lot of this stuff. For the way he acted with that whole debacle, and where he basically lied to all the fans because it's what everybody said was gonna happen. That happened. He said it wasn't, and it totally was.
Okay,
It was a bait and
gotcha.
switch.
I don't know
Interesting.
enough about it, so
What
There's a
KG,
whole
I
thing
don't
that
know
happened a
either.
little
As an
while ago.
executive, I'll defer to my underlings.
what KG said. Oh no, I was thinking Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Okay,
That
Kevin
would be
Hart.
Give it to
good.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
funny.
Everything would be a comedy.
Suddenly
though.
he's in every
Yeah, suddenly
single
he's in
Star
every
Wars show
Star Wars.
with Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson will eventually show up in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Probably.
He'll be like a Wookiee or something.
Oh my gosh.
I don't, man.
He wouldn't be. I don't know. How would he be? Yeah.
What if we get Luke, Leia, and Han?
Okay, so that was another point. That's a great
I'm
point.
sorry.
glad you brought
I'm
that
probably
up.
derailing us again.
No, this is a very
this is
good
good.
point.
This is good stuff.
Because that actually, I think, would be an uptick as to being excited about this movie, which is also another rumor going around that this movie might help bring in that. And Disney likes that because one of the biggest gripes about the sequel trilogy and Disney is for the fact that they totally screwed up by not putting Luke, Leia, and Han in a scene together again before one of them passed away, and the other one was
They all-
killed off needlessly.
They all
And then
died
the other one died
estranged
needlessly. They all
from each
died
other.
needlessly.
Yeah.
But that was one of their biggest mistakes. And in this time frame, they could bring them all back together. And that actually is very exciting for me. I would definitely love to see Luke, Han, and Leia back together again. That is an uptick for me. That would make me excited. If I knew that was going to happen, yes. But
all of the Star Wars fans would be unbelievable. We already got Luke. We already got Ahsoka in the Mandalorian universe, and we got Thrawn now. We got a mention of Thrawn. I don't think he's going to be the bad guy in this one, unless they do it as a trilogy.
They could.
And this might lead into the Favreau Filoni next movie.
Filoniverse.
I think also what's going to happen as you can't take anything that they say about the other movies until you see it actually in production. You can't take anything that they say about Star Wars movies like for real.
right.
Right.
That's the thing.
The Rey thing is not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
You don't think it's gonna
telling you,
happen?
It's never
I don't-
going to happen.
I'm at this point, I'm with you on that.
It's
I'm
never,
totally with
it's
you.
just they're just trying to make the news, and that we're still proud of what we did and the women this and
Yep.
like fine, be proud of it. That's totally good, but that's not what anybody wants. It's a bad business move.
yeah.
Go make me some money. Go make me a Mandalorian movie. And let's go do it.
I think that
everybody loves Grogu and Mandalorian. They like Ahsoka. They like what Filoni does, like the hardcore fans. Maybe they like it more when Filoni does animated stuff. So let's do Bad Batch. Let's do Tales of the Jedi. Let's lean into that on Disney Plus. That gives us a home for that sort of stuff. Let's put these characters on the big screen and make it really good. Because this Disney Plus trial is failing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Except for Andor.
So
And/or
I completely agree with you. Oh shoot, what were you saying?
yeah, he lost track
No.
of thought. Track of thought.
Filoni
Train of
do
thought.
the animated stuff.
Yeah, the animated stuff. No, but
Yes.
before that, I completely agree. I do not think the Rey movie's happening. I do not. With all this bad PR that's come out,
Bad
I think it
press
was a
up there.
last ditch effort by KK to like ram something through with her favorite characters and stuff like that. Because there was a lot of buzz around that time that KK was actually going to be let go, and I think she went like off the rails,
Full
and went-
offensive.
and went totally because at this point,
It's the
any other
Scorched
person.
Earth campaign.
Anybody, yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think any other person would have been fired by now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Well, Bisma
Why
said
is
she
it-
just got fired.
that KK just got fired.
No,
No, she's
the-
talking about Charmine.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he's talking about Charmine.
Yeah, but it's pretty close.
I think so too because I think the track record there and for how bad the PR has been and nobody wants this movie.
And
I think
nothing's been shot, nothing's been written. Like nobody's excited.
Well,
they don't
there-
have any money anyway.
No, there's actually 2 scripts that got leaked recently for there's that we're going to get into.
Yeah, but they had to be. They were all written by Chat GPT because nobody actually wrote anything.
That's definitely a real possibility.
I just there's so many things going on in like the movie industry. It's crazy. Ever since 2020,
absolute chaos,
it's
my
chaos, and I
friends.
love it because they have to rethink how they do this stuff. You go do. I haven't even seen it yet, but go do like a Godzilla -1 or whatever.
Oh man,
$100 million bucks made in Japan.
Such a good
super
movie.
good. Yeah, you saw it, Nick, right?
I did.
Oh.
It was awesome, dude. I was
wanna
like,
see it.
this is what movies are supposed to be
Okay,
like.
thank you.
Yeah.
So
And that was and that movie was made for like $14 million.
it was
in
made
Japan.
for,
And they
but
made a
it's got
killing.
heart and character, and that's how you make movies in 2024.
Yeah.
like you can put CGI. Maybe we complain we're so spoiled with like Marvel CG and Star Wars CG, but like just make the space battles really good. Like
right.
just give us heart, character, story, family, and stop glitzing and glamming us. Just making like us feel like dumb people. Like all we want to see is just egregious like fight sequences,
Right.
Like or just
it looks
flashy.
pretty.
It's just flashy noise. Like we'll spend 150 million on useless CG.
Blow something up.
Yeah,
Right.
And then there's no story to go with it, so it means nothing. But it sounds like Godzilla -1 for 14 million.
Yes. Go see that movie if you haven't seen it yet.
Want to so bad. It's not playing around here. That's the problem.
It is subtitles.
Yeah, which I'm
So
fine with.
be warned, but it was fantastic.
You have
I
to
was like,
read.
this is great.
Yeah, Mrs. Manrique says, Skylark, I want to see Godzilla -1 so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
DLP Wall wants Robert Pattinson in Star Wars as a Sith. Sorry, I'm just reading some of the chat.
No,
but
you're totally good. It's good to bring him in. We haven't been talking about him
Moonlight
as
Disney was be given their writing department to the machines.
Yep.
much. Yeah, I did see Ryan. Ryan jumped in here. Ryan Charbonneau said, "What's up, nerds? What's up, dude? Thanks for joining."
Yeah.
Go ahead, fact
Geek
check.
On
Ledger's-
National Plant Day.
Yeah, said maybe bring in McCallum to write the ship and then have Katie Lucas take over going forward. Have a Lucas legacy in the role of President in the company.
That makes sense.
That could make a lot. That would make a lot of sense,
Yeah.
actually.
because a president doesn't have to be the chief creative / producer.
That's what Filoni and Favreau are for.
Right. Like,
Right.
why does she have to have her paws on producing these movies? Like, just be a
But
president and shut your mouth.
It's just her to get her name out there because
Is it?
she is the head.
Well,
So-
and she got her foundation as a producer.
Yeah, but yeah.
And that's why she's tied
She's
to.
a
She's a.
figurehead.
I will
Figurehead.
say,
Yeah.
in the past, she has been a good producer, but you got to keep her in that role. Once
ever
she stepped
since-
into
Once
president,
you gave her all that power,
Right.
it went
Yeah,
right to her head.
Exactly. Ever since 2014, when Lucas walked away,
She's like,
she was a good
was like-
producer.
power vacuum.
Because George Lucas was the president creative. Yeah, that's how Lucasfilm has always operated.
Yep.
But when she came in as the producer / president, just the track record. I mean, this is if you were a football head coach, every movie that was coming out and got canceled, and lost money, and all of the fallout from all the people that refused to work with Disney and Lucasfilm and her, and just it's just a mess. And again, the fans pay the price because we get excited about this stuff. It's bad PR all the way around. So it's like she just does not belong in that producer role because she can't even do that part well anymore. And then when the movies come out, like she produced Indiana Jones, they're terrible.
yeah,
So she can't have.
that was the biggest. That was one of the biggest flops of all time.
Take my words. Anything that is bad in the Mandalorian movie, it is her paws on it.
I completely agree.
It's like, come on.
Well, and when you get down to the core of what's bad with Kathleen Kennedy, it's the fact that she's pushing agendas more than she is pushing stories. She does
Right.
not know what a good story is if it bit her in the butt.
Right. She got
Right.
swept up in that.
She'd much rather, and
movement.
that's what's destroying her.
Yep.
If she could get out of her own way and go back to what she was good at doing in the first place, which I mean, I guess we don't even know if she was good at that in the back because she was always in the background.
Right.
She might have sucked at that too. We don't know. But
We don't
she
know.
has produced a lot of good movies in the past. So in that regard, yes, she does deserve that.
But
I
she
think
wasn't even
should've
then.
stayed there.
She wasn't like the sole producer on those movies. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
maybe we need to look back at those things that she got all the accolades for and be like, what did you actually do? And now I've heard certain people like Spielberg talks highly of her, and
Maybe,
these people,
but he did diss her live on the
really?
stage a little while ago.
Oh, okay. I just think they're
He
going.
did not say her name or her husband's
Oh.
name whenever he was talking about the greatness of what Indiana Jones is. He said George Lucas. He said, and then it looked like he was going to say Kathleen Kennedy and her husband, and he totally skips over both of them and just goes to John and the genius that is John Williams and doesn't say anything. And it is one of the most awkward things. If you ever watch that, go and watch it. It is very awkward.
Okay.
And it looks like a complete diss from him. So I'm just saying, I think he's definitely sick of her at this point as well.
Yep.
Because he's not done anything with her in a very long time. And I think there's a reason for
Correct.
that.
She doesn't know what she's doing anymore. She's lost in this power hungry wearing suits.
It's the old adage. You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And I
that
think
movie.
Kathleen Kennedy, yes, name that movie, name that reference.
right.
You get a Wookiee cookie. And I think that has come true for Kathleen Kennedy. She's
I don't think
lived
she
long
was
enough.
ever the hero,
I don't think she ever was. But at least she
She
could
was
have
always
died
the villain.
and people would have
In her
thought
own
she was a
right.
hero.
Lurking in the background.
Looking in the night sky.
She's behind us, isn't she?
Yeah.
I'm
But
just saying.
Nice guys
yeah.
in the chat.
To your point, to your point, Dan, I do think in a big way that this is Rise of the Fans, 2024 Rise of the Fans. We were all very vocal about everything that came out in the last few years of Star Wars, but especially last year for how bad things, how much people finally were seeing through the garbage that was Disney. Because I think last year was one of the worst years, and 2022 was definitely terrible when it comes to Star Wars content. And the fans are really, again, what are keeping Star Wars alive. And we love Star Wars so much. That's why we're so vocal about it. That's why we are shouting from the rooftops that we hated that, because we want to see good Star Wars again. And I think they're finally, it's hurting their pocketbooks enough at this point because the fans are finally just rejecting it that they have to make a change or they're going to lose it completely.
They're bleeding money.
It's finally getting to the point where the fans aren't going to even support you. Nobody's supporting you anymore. So what are you going to do? You got to actually turn back to the fans and bring it back to what people liked in the first place.
All right,
so
I'm
get
gonna
back to that.
I'm going to go dark for just a second.
Do it.
So
Go dark. 80s dark.
If the 80s dark Executive Dan shows up, and I find out that my Mandalorian Grogu movie loses money.
Ooh. Oh, he's mad.
This is a bad day for Star Wars.
It could be the end.
It could be the end. This is where everybody rolls, because now you're talking all kinds of problems. This movie has to make $1 billion to be successful.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, what they will learn is Star Wars is basically on the down slope, like it's absolutely on the down slope. And they have to be very careful, because half of the fans out there, this is very politically charged in this world right now. Half of the fans out there are so mad at Star Wars and Kathleen Kennedy. And so everything that you say in promoting this movie, if you continue to lean into that and you continue to go, like we're talking about the next story, it's just going to alienate more and more of your fan base, which those are the same fans that are excited, and they're going to pay $20 to go watch this movie. And if it's really good, they pay $50 because they want to see it 3 times. You know what I'm saying? So they have to play this isn't 1985 anymore, Nick.
Right, yeah.
It's time to watch what you
50
say.
cents to go watch a movie.
Just this is what I'm saying. Shut your mouth and go make a movie.
Yeah.
And don't talk to me until you've come out of your room and you thought about the things that you did. Because until that movie's done and you show me a trailer, I don't want to hear anything about this. I don't want to know. Stop tweeting all the problems you got every day.
Yeah.
Stop talking about all the drama behind. Go do something, and let's judge that for what it is. Don't tell me it's amazing until I see it and it's amazing, or don't tell me what to think of something before it comes out.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
And tell me why I'm already, because if I don't like this comment, then I already hate the movie, and putting us in bubbles, and I'm done ranting.
Right.
That was a great rant. I
That
love
was a
it.
good rant.
That was like Daddy Dan, am I right?
Daddy Dan.
It's
You
the
go in
jacket,
your room
I'm
and think
telling
about
you.
what you did.
It's the jacket.
It's the jacket, man. The jacket brings out a whole nother side to Dan.
So we need to keep it handy for future
We
shows.
do. We really do. Oh, man. But I think we'd be remiss if we didn't get... I just lost his... Dirt Vaser.
Dirt Vaser.
What is your opinion on this, Dirt Vaser? Man, he looks so happy about
He looks
this.
pretty cheery. Yeah.
Pretty cheery. I think he's excited.
Which so is the chat.
Yes.
The poll right now is 69% saying good idea.
This is a good idea. Everybody's excited. You guys are
idea.
excited for this. That's awesome. We are too, with caveats and with wariness.
With caveats and caviar.
Yeah. Chris,
Good combo.
Ryan says,
Preach it, Dirt, says
yeah, preach it, Dirt. Ryan says business casual Daddy Dan. Dan the father. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. But yeah, we do have some other news. We're going to try and crank through some other news because we do have a game we want to get to as well for tonight. We're going to crank through some more news. It's a lot more news dropped. If anybody else has anything to say left on the Grogu and Mandalorian. Do you guys have anything else before we move on to another segment of the news?
I'm excited.
They're going to screw it up.
There's a lot of potential for good and bad.
Yeah.
It's a great announcement for Star Wars fans.
There's going to be at least one thing in this movie that's going to be like, you guys, you messed up. You messed up.
I'll say this.
That's my prediction.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's Sith Nick for you. He's keeping it real. What about you, fact checker? I want to get you before I throw my last thing. Are you excited about this?
Yeah, I'm excited, definitely. I mean, I'm always excited for new Star Wars.
You're probably most... oh, wow. You're probably...
She's one of those people.
one of those people.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, it was terrible. I loved it. Because it was Star Wars.
No, I don't say that all the time.
that's-
They had laser swords and everything.
Look, hey, that's okay too, okay? That's okay. If you're excited about Star Wars...
Those people are
That
going to buy
is
movie
not
tickets
okay.
too. It's okay. We'll let them be excited. We want their
Yes.
money.
Yeah.
For business, we got to get the
business stand.
billions.
Yeah, we got to get that B for billions.
Oh my goodness.
I like Bismo said earlier, billionaire bust.
Billionaire bust, bro. It's the Mandalorian.
Right, the Dandalorian.
That's right.
All right, what were you saying, fact checker?
No, just-
you're excited.
Yep, I'm excited.
You're mostly excited for Dimbo, I think, right?
Well,
Yeah, the
that
eye
would be
candy.
great, but just more
Pedro
Din,
Pascal without the helmet.
that
Yeah.
would be fine too. Just more Mandalorian story and include Grogu. Hopefully, he has a bit more purpose in the movie, but more adventures. I think it's going to be good. I think Favreau and hopefully Filoni from the onset of the Mandalorian series hopefully they had this planned. Whether we'll ever know that, I don't know. But I'm hoping that they do tie it all in together, and we're blown away.
Yeah,
I'll hold out hope.
Yeah, if they go back to what made it great in the first place, which is Mandalorian season 1, with Favreau directing and his ideas, and then Dave Filoni guiding within Star Wars, I think that's a recipe for success. And I will say, to kind of end this all out, I do think no matter what, I think this is the smartest move that Disney, Lucasfilm, Star Wars has made in the last probably 2 years when it comes to almost anything Star Wars related, because this corrected something. They're trying to get our minds off of bad PR. They're also trying to get it single-handedly, in some ways, and we're not going to forget about it, but single-handedly took a lot of heat off of Star Wars with the director, the bad PR, and then it also got people excited. It was twofold. It gets people excited for something in Star Wars again, and then it takes their minds off of the crap that was literally like a day ago, 2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
So I would say that's how I'm going to end it. I do think it is probably the smartest move that Disney Star Wars could have done. But now it's up to them to deliver. And us fans, we will let you know if you deliver.
If you
or
delivered. It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno.
It's DiGiorno.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. We wish they were. Speaking of which, right? Business Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan says we need an IG-88 movie.
Ooh,
That
yes.
would be
Yes, we
awesome.
do.
That would be awesome, actually. I don't know if they're going to do that, but that would be absolutely awesome if they did that, because who would they? Well, would they have to get, what's his name to voice it again?
Taika?
Tekka?
Absolutely. Where's Taika's movie?
Although that was technically IG-11, not IG-88.
Oh.
I think IG-88 was voiced by a different voice actor.
I don't think he was voiced at all.
I think, well, he had some voices in some games,
No.
I believe.
He did. But
yes.
no.
But yeah, that would be awesome.
Or
All right.
Rio Hackford and Taika Waititi. Oh, no, that's IG-11. Never mind.
No, you're good. But
Jump-
Taika is
jump in the
absolutely
gun.
Paul
hilarious.
Klein. Nope, that's not it. Dang it. Okay.
That's okay.
Sorry. I'll
You-
stop.
You'll find it. We know you will. All right, but we do have some more news. We're gonna touch upon them quickly. So it kind of leads into this at the very end in that article. They kind of threw it. It was a little under the radar.
Was it in the same article?
It's the very same article at the bottom.
The very same.
They said
very
they
one.
announced all those movies, and then at the very end they said, and Dave Filoni, who is also currently developing Ahsoka season 2, among these in the works.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they announced Ahsoka season 2.
Right.
Doesn't give me a lot of confidence in a lot of ways. It was more of like, oh, and by the way, they're doing Ahsoka season 2. It's probably happening.
Chat GPT threw that.
And
in.
I think we need to edit this tagline down here. Hulu, Disney Plus, epic stories.
right.
Tons of TV. I agree with that. That's not subjective. That's just a lot. Live sports. Yeah, these are both objective.
Very objective.
This
all
is
those words
subjective here. You can't see my mouse, but I'm pointing to epic stories.
I can.
I can.
Delete epic and just say stories.
Stories.
Right.
It's objective that way. Anyway.
And then say TV and then sports.
Maybe they're talking more about Hulu. There might be some more epic like movies that they threw up on
And if you
Hulu.
put all
They
those
threw
words
up all
together,
right.
They threw up.
if you put all those words together, it's Hulu Disney Espin.
That's plus.
Bespin.
There's a lot of pluses. there.
Hulu Disney Plus Espin.
Hulu Disney
Plus.
husband. All right, but yeah, so it was confirmed though, basically that Ahsoka season 2 is coming. It's an active
In
development. Dave Filoni is working on season 2. Cool, we guess. How does everybody feel about that? I want to get everybody's take on this.
Where are they going with the story?
Up.
They're gonna redo Up.
I'm so sure.
That's how
Did,
Ahsoka and
Yes.
Sabine get off the planet.
No, yeah, it's Ahsoka Sabine at a
Balloons?
house,
Yep.
and then what's her name shows up on the doorstep trying to convince them to. What's her name? Who's the Shin Hati shows up on the doorstep?
Shin Hati.
And she's like trying to
Hati.
get badges for her new gang she's in.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name's Shin. Do you need assistance?
Would you like to join our community?
And then she looks up. She's like, "Oh, oops."
Well, she just gets stabbed. The end of Shin Hati. No,
Shin Hati.
Yeah, but what do you guys think? He did actually just post on where was
Twitter.
Twitter, all
X.
of them. Yeah,
All of them.
they all
Twix.
posted, Yeah.
He threw up
Twix.
he threw up some art of season 2, and it was of
Here, Dan, I can show
Ahsoka
it to you.
and
Do you have it?
what's her face?
That's some pretty detailed throw up.
Yeah, it was just his
Ahsoka and Sabine.
Sabine,
Sabine,
yeah, I
yeah.
forgot about
Sabine.
Sabine because she was so bad in season that.
Oh my god.
Sabine, they were both on the finger pointing, which was the one that Balin was on.
Yeah.
So that is interesting to me in that regard. That storyline, I think, was probably one of the most interesting storylines of the entire one. Was Balin's skull.
Yeah, but okay, are they going to recast him, or is he just gone?
I don't know. That's a very good question.
They
probably
never
not,
find him again,
They're probably gonna announce
or
that
do they find
never.
him and he's dead?
It's just his lifeless corpse. Wow, that was.
I don't know, man.
What is
How
up
do
with you and death tonight?
How do you fix this stuff?
I don't know,
Keep
but
the plants alive.
Keep the plants alive.
with the
Like I said-
news, the Mandalorian drops. Blah 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 blah. Why do they keep him? Why do they keep him mentioning Shinoy?
Yeah, because I
Stop
don't
it.
know.
Mangold's not happening either.
Mangold's
None
not
of it's happening.
No.
Don't tell me about it. Just do it. Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
Season 1 finale, October 3rd. Rosario Dawson appeared in the Book of Boba Fett.
All
And
right.
I'm just going
You're just
through
going
this.
through it. Yeah. Did you find the art, or you send
Dan said he could find it, but I can
Okay.
still
Oh,
send it.
I don't know what art you're talking about.
Oh, okay. I'll
send the
it.
art? So it's just
Send
just
the
an
art.
artistic rendering that he made. Real
He
quick.
threw up.
It might have been like a storyboard. It looked like maybe a storyboard thing that he drew out. Dave Filoni. It looks like Dave Filoni's art.
Brilliant.
Quick art. But yeah, so he needs to deliver on this. That's the thing. Okay, so season 1 for me did not like it. Season 2 again. I was, at the end of season 1, I was kind of like Filoni baloney. That's kind of how I was feeling going into it. I was like faith in Filoni. Like 3rd episode in, I was like Filoni baloney. I was still trying to give it. I gave it its credit because I said we have to wait till the end of the season to know if this is going to be a good show or not.
Yes.
And we got to the end, we were like, this is not a good show. And I think we all kind of came to that conclusion. Maybe not everybody. There were moments, I will say, there were moments that were great and good, but overall for me, it was unsatisfying. What do you guys think about that? Are you guys excited at all for season 2? Should we give Dave a second chance /3 / I don't know how many chances we've already given him, but should we give him another chance in regards to this? So let's start off with you, Nick. Negative Nick.
I already told you. Like, where are we going with this story?
Yeah, that's what you need to know.
That's literally my question.
As far as we can tell, it looks like they're following Balin.
Cool.
Are you excited
Is he
about Balin?
alive? Well, I can't be excited about Balin. He's not here anymore.
Well, they might recast. If they recast,
or
let's go
did
with
they
that.
already film all of it?
Ooh, that would. I doubt it. I highly doubt
I
it.
highly doubt it too, but you never know with
Unless-
the technology. Oh, are they gonna make him AI?
They could. That's the other thing I just thought about.
Where's the morality there? I don't know.
They could have had him sign that as a precursor. Disney, Lucasfilm might do that now, just to get
Honestly,
their likeness.
I don't know where they're going with it.
Hey, there's the art.
Boom, Dan, you are amazing. and I
Well,
love
fact
you.
checker sent it to me, and we pulled it up.
Fact checker, you're amazing, and I love you.
Who's pointing? What are they
I
pointing
think
to?
it's going to be great. I think it's going to be great. The story continues.
Man, you think everything's gonna be great?
No, he's like,
No, I don't.
Darth Dan.
No, I don't. I actually
He's
don't.
on your side,
I
right?
actually
He's
think
kinda-
most.
Oh, it was the 80s.
I think Ahsoka finally turned you more to our side, more
Well, here's
than
the-
any other show.
The reality is, I don't have such a short-term memory with Dave Filoni. Like, that guy has delivered some fantastic moments
point.
for me personally
That's a great
through
point.
like
Very
a
point.
decade
Very fair.
of quality from Clone Wars, which he didn't wholly do, but
Guided
he
by
finished it. He finished season 6 and gave it to us on Netflix. I was there when it came out. I was there when we heard that Ahsoka lives. We were there when season 7 came out. We blew our collective minds when season 7 of Clone Wars came out. That was helmed by Dave Filoni and written by Dave Filoni. He finished what George Lucas started, and then he gave us Rebels. 4 years. 4 years we waited every season. We were so excited, and he gave us an amazing finale. Wrapped it up. So I'm just saying, like, Ahsoka in itself, I feel like, the actors and actresses already going into it. I wasn't in love with the casting. They look great. But once I started seeing them actually act, I was like, oh, this isn't good. Maybe they should be just and maybe that was his directing in live action that just fell apart. And I think that's part of it, because I think they're all great actors and actresses on their own. It just didn't quite work because he's learning how to direct. But that being said, he gave me, I hate that phrase. Why did I say that? He gave us 6
That being said,
solid episodes. No, he gave us 4 solid episodes, 3.5 solid episodes.
Keeps going down.
Yeah.
2.5.
4,
one.
Half an
He
episode.
gave us some of a show,
he gave us a few moments.
a few seconds.
But a few moments, as Hannah
few
says,
seconds.
don't make a show. But he did give us 3 good episodes, in my opinion. A great 3, like a arc there in the middle, 3.5. And but it just fell off the rails after they got to Peridia. And so what I'm saying is, if they Balin and Shin, the lack of development of them at the end hurt me so.
Yeah, hurt me so
So
that my heart
if
has been cleaved.
if we can forget the Rebels characters and let the Rebels characters live where they need to live on animation or something, because they just didn't translate for me like they should have, because I love Rebels as well as they should have or could have. Focus on Balin and Shin. That was amazing. That was just amazing. And then give me the rest of them in a movie or something, because if they where's Hunter? # not my Ezra. I mean, I'm struggling with
There you
Ezra.
go.
They look
Yes.
great. They acted decent for what they had. The script felt like ChatGPT wrote a lot of it. And then stop telling me like you can't have the conversation that you're supposed to have. Why can't you have the conversation that you're supposed
Right.
to have after not
Yeah.
seeing each
It's
other for 15
complicated.
years?
Yeah.
I can't even make 2 good music videos out of their love story from the show.
Right.
It's pitiful.
It's pitiful.
I mean, I'm like struggling
He's
here.
trying.
Oh, and they're not. It's not a love story. They're just.
They
good
didn't,
friends.
right?
Oh
they
my
went
They're
the
just
other
good.
way, and so on and so forth. But that's as negative as I'll get on the Ahsoka show. I'm excited for season 2. I just don't.
All that being said,
I'm not saying that phrase.
I hate that phrase.
I'm not saying that phrase.
2 moments.
He built the world, right? And that's what I'm saying. Not short-term memory. I'm giving him another chance. I will
gave
give.
us the idea.
I will absolutely give Filoni another chance. So
he kind of pulled a George in some ways
yeah.
because the ideas are interesting.
Uh-huh.
It's just the execution. He was very not good at the execution, although I will say that George delivered a lot more.
If that was a movie, if Ahsoka season 2 is not in season 2 and it's a movie, what would you say?
Well, I think it would.
Ahsoka season 2.
I think if Ahsoka season 2 was a movie, it would have been a lot better because they would have cut out so much of that hurtful
season 1?
fluff.
Yeah.
I'm saying if they
Oh, are you-
stopped,
I'm
if
sorry.
they didn't make, if they're like, actually, we're not going to make season 2. They are making season 2.
We're not gonna make season 2.
I think if they make it a movie versus a show, I think I would actually be more excited about Ahsoka coming out as a movie versus a show, because at least if it stinks, it would be over faster. No, that's a very dark way of saying that, but no, I think they would cut out a lot of the fluff and they
Yes.
would be forced to come up with a cohesive and interesting story that would have to deliver something.
They would be
you
forced,
couldn't-
yeah, because
You just couldn't leave off the movie with nothing
Right.
like they did in the show. kinda.
you have to have the conversation. How did you get here, Ezra?
Right.
What happened, or Sabine? How did you get here? What's going on?
Yeah.
tell me what
complicated.
happened.
It's complicated.
Did you miss me? Do you really love me? I know we're friends, but do we have something else going
Yeah,
on?
I thought for
Felt
at
like
least
there were
4
a few
seasons
moments
we had
between us.
something.
Yeah.
Like, are you allowed to cry after not seeing your friend for? Why did you get hit in the head too much, Ezra? Why are you
Seriously,
just
like, it wasn't very
neutral.
emotional at
Right,
all.
right.
It was just like, it's like I saw you last week.
not
Give
after
me a
you
hug.
watched how they separated after the end of Rebels? Like
Right?
that was a moment.
It was like
that finale.
dang, bro, this sucks.
Yeah,
You just can't look at Rebels and then look at Ahsoka and be like, "This is the same thing." It's not the same.
it's
thing.
not. No, they're totally different characters. And
Yeah,
that was the most
right.
jarring part for me. Jarring part for me was the
Din
fact
jarring.
that they were
Got 'em.
so different. Like Ahsoka did not feel like Ahsoka. Sabine did not feel like Sabine. Like Sabine in the show Rebels, amazing. Ahsoka in Rebels, amazing.
Yeah.
all of these
Real-
characters.
live action? Eh, not
No,
so
I'm
much.
like live action is supposed to be better, dude. You made it 10 times worse, and
It
that's
looks.
that's the thing.
It looks good. You know, it looks good.
Yeah, but
it looks pretty.
you can polish a turd all you want. It's still a turd.
Still turd underneath.
I'm sorry.
mean,
I'm not saying that was.
You can put a jacket on Dan, but it's still Dan.
It's still Dan.
No,
No.
Put
Dan,
an
you are
80s garb on Dan. He's still Dan
yes,
underneath.
amazing
Still 2024.
to his core. But all right, yeah, we were supposed to just get through that quickly. We went off a little bit of a tangent there.
Yeah, you got
but
15
let us know:
minutes.
are you guys excited or not excited about Ahsoka season 2? Do you think they'll make it a movie? Do you not think they will make it a movie? Are you more excited for a movie if they do make it a movie? Will it tie into the greater universe? Will these be linked together? So many questions. You can answer them all below.
Do they have the smarts to pull this off? I'm not thinking so.
All right. Well, it's an interesting thing. All right. Next bit of news here. We're going to crank out. Luke finally meets his mom on a happier note.
Oh yeah.
We've been kind of
So sweet.
Nice.
serious this entire time, but some really fun, interesting news in Star Wars was the fact that recently Mark Hamill finally meets Natalie Portman at the Golden Globes. Basically, in 2018, Mark said on Twitter X that, fun fact, I've never met this woman, talking about Natalie Portman. She was later on a late night talk show and said, I know, it's such a shame. I would love to meet him. Mark, I would love to meet you. Where are you? Come on over.
Where are you?
And so finally, yes, right there, you see it. Luke finally meets his dead mother.
Why'd you have to bring the death into it?
She looks
It
a
was
little...
a wholesome moment. And then
I
you just
totally
gutted it.
I'm so sorry. No, he finally meets his mother.
That's
Should've
pretty
said
cool,
that.
actually.
It's
is.
that's a nice uplifting thing for
Why
me
is
in Star Wars.
I love how he's like 30 years older than his mom.
Right.
I know.
Star Wars.
It doesn't
It's-
make any sense.
It's what is it? Not Interstellar is what
Yeah.
happened in this. He
Yep.
went into a black hole. And
He came out
yeah.
later.
yeah,
That should have happened in Peridia. Never mind.
right.
I love the awkward silence ever he said that.
I just thought it was a really nice moment. And then afterwards, he said, now I have finally met my mother, thanks to
That's-
the Golden Globes.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
I just thought that was awesome. It's just nice. He's already met Hayden, and that was really cool that they got to meet and
Yep.
kind of talk and joke around there a bit. So
That's just so funny. I mean, it's. I guess it really is a not that small of a world in the Hollywood, but she hasn't done a ton of movies. I mean,
she's been working for sure, and she said she's open to coming back to another Star Wars
Yeah.
movie, which is
Really?
hilarious because Taika is working on that, which is probably not going to happen again. Speaking
No,
of
Right.
announcements
Another canceled
and then
movie.
things that aren't going to
Not
happen.
shelved.
Not shelved. Yeah, we need to have that as like a.
It's not shelved.
We need to pull up that clip every time he says that.
Have it on a shirt.
Yeah, it's not shelved.
It's not shelved.
Don't say that. No, but I forgot where I was going. You totally derailed me there.
Taika bringing back.
Oh, bringing back Taika. It was hilarious whenever they were working on Thor 4. That was a terrible movie.
Yeah, it was. It was bad.
She was in it, and he asked her if she'd like to be in a Star Wars movie. Taika totally forgot that she
Oh
was
my
already
goodness.
in
I know.
Star Wars, the prequels, which is
like he
hilarious.
actually forgot, or was he just
No,
being?
No, he
no, he
forgot.
actually forgot. They
Oh my
admitted. They admitted
goodness.
that he actually forgot, which is
Wow,
hilarious.
that
to
is
me.
hilarious.
But I think it makes sense bringing Hayden back, and we need Natalie back.
Well,
as
Hayden,
well.
yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah,
I don't
Hayden's-
know how they do it, but
Yeah.
it'd be nice.
Yeah, well, they've already been.
That would
bringing
be a
Hayden
cool
back.
scene.
Yeah, Natalie Portman. That would be a
what I'm
lot more
saying.
challenging to do that, to bring her back. I don't know how they would do that, unless it was like a super flashback sequence.
While
Super
she's still
flashback.
Prego
you
or
know where they,
something. I don't
you know where they could possibly do it actually is
where?
if they did Ahsoka season 2 and they have a flashback to when Ahsoka is around young Hayden Christensen
That'd be
with
nice,
Padme
yeah.
because
Yep.
Padme was friends and they could bring in Natalie Portman and de-age her as well.
Or they just bring in Natalie Portman. They don't have to bring in Hayden necessarily.
yeah, that's true. It could just be her. That would be interesting.
But
I would be
if
okay
they
with
were
that.
both on screen together, that would be pretty cool. Be like, oh,
Yeah.
I haven't seen you guys since like, what was it, 2005?
Right.
In the same movie?
Just don't.
I like
Or
how you
same
squinted
show?
through that. You really
What?
squinted.
What?
It's because it's so bright. You're like,
Yeah, right.
oh my goodness.
I'm having a moment.
I'm having a moment. I'm not crying. You're crying.
Right?
See, now, if they do that, just don't wrap the rest of the show in complete garbage.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't make that the highlight and put it in the theaters.
Like they did
And then
with
everything else
Obi-Wan.
falls apart.
Yeah.
No, what they do with Ahsoka season.
Or
One.
Obi-Wan, the show.
Or
Yeah.
Obi-Wan the show.
Brought in
entirely.
live action clones, but the rest of it was just garbage.
Yes. Yeah. That's a great. That's.
I was like, yeah, this is sweet. And then I was like, wait, what is this?
Well,
That's a great.
I don't want
point.
this.
That's a great point.
This is
great.
bad. It's great.
So that was some fun news, man. We got so
That
much.
was some fondues.
That was some fun news. We got so much more news to go into that I think we're gonna have to wait on a little bit of this.
Save for
I
next
would.
week.
I think we're gonna set the save a little bit for next week, or maybe do a bonus segment.
Yeah.
But Nick's got to get going here soon, and
I
I'd
do.
really like to get to the game.
yes,
for
me
a
too.
few.
You always
with
leave the
Nick.
games at the very end. So
I know, I
have
need-
to
I need
leave.
You
to
got to
start
do your
off.
work before you have some fun.
No,
Wow,
man.
Daddy Dan.
That's
Wow,
called
Daddy
procrastination.
Dan. It's called procrastination.
You
First.
do games
then
and
you
then
work.
you work right before it's
That's
due.
true.
All
Very
right,
true.
Cole,
Yes,
who
that's
does
how I do
that?
Yeah.
Who does their work first and then does games, and who does games first and then their work? I want
Dude, how do you think I survived college.
Yeah, that's what you did in college.
Procrastination.
Speaking of which,
To
that
the
did,
max.
but you did just answer the poll.
For
you
Ahsoka,
you
yeah.
finished
Yep.
it for Ahsoka. It looks like...
Yes, people are very excited. I mean, Bismo might have voted like 100 times.
Oh,
Yeah,
But-
he said he's excited for
Can
season
you
two.
vote on? Well, if you create fake accounts.
I don't know. He has his magical ways.
He has his
Magical
people.
way. Oh,
Calls
he's got
his people.
friends.
people.
That's right.
But no, I
yeah.
think
biz bros.
reading the chat, they were all pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hey, you know what?
Okay.
Prove me wrong, Dave.
They
Prove
have
me
spoken.
wrong.
Prove me.
I'm
They have
totally
spoken,
fine.
yes.
If you do an amazing job with season 2, I am completely fine with that, and I would be very excited. Actually, all I want is good
pitch.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
All I want is good Star Wars.
That's all I want.
Let's get to
Let's do it.
Bismuth said, I waved my wand.
I waved my wand.
All right, let's get to the game. Game time,
I
baby.
suggest a new strategy, Artu. Let the Wookiee win.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, absolutely amazing. You are right on target with that.
Let
one
the
there, Dan.
Wookiee win.
Let the Wookiee win. All right, so this game is called Padawan Pictogram. Can you? What the heck? Wow!
Okay.
Wow!
That's the trademark
Yeah,
name.
that's in it.
Padawan Pictogram. Burp noise.
Burp noise. All
Trademark.
right.
Registered.
Can you rise past
Copyright.
Padawan status in the Jedi Order by decoding these Star Wars pictograms?
I
Be the first to guess the Star
Sorry.
Wars related character item represented by the pictogram. Basically, say what you see to figure it out. First to 5 wins. Only original and prequel films themes. Sequels are not canon here,
Good.
Okay.
Like as it should be.
as it should be. So, all right, you guys ready for this?
Yes.
All right, let's start with number 1.
All right. I'm going to zoom
Whoever
in.
whoever guesses it first.
Wait. You should
Say
hide
what you see.
the chat so you don't see
Oh, yeah,
the
we need to
chat.
hide
Yeah,
Chat.
take the chat away.
Chat.
Let the chat jump in and
Yeah.
join.
No. Take the chat away.
Yeah, he's going to take the chat away.
Take the chat away, Dan.
He's working on it.
All right. Chat is
No more
gone.
Chat, Dan.
All right, but the chat will get it fast.
They
Chat will
will.
get it
All right,
fast.
Chat, try to beat us, chat.
Oh, they
Try to
will.
be-
Chat, beat us. Chat.
Oh, they will.
Even
she
with the
says.
delay, they're going to beat us.
All right. Here we go. Number uno.
Say what you need to say.
Striker.
Sith Lightning?
4S.
Sightning.
Lightning bolt.
4S Bolt. Lightning Bolt?
Blaster,
Likewise.
blaster bolt.
Blaster Bolt?
It's
Fact checker knows the answer, right?
She does, yeah.
Okay.
Is it just
Tell us
si-
when we get it right.
Someone said it very close, but didn't actually finish or like.
Blaster.
Oh,
Bolt.
it's
Say it
force
together.
lightning.
Force Lightning.
Force
Wait, I did
lightning.
say that.
Nick said it.
No.
No,
I didn't
no,
say
I
it
said
at
it.
all.
I said
think
Force Lightning.
No, you said Sith lightning.
No, you said grease lightning.
Oh, I did say Sith
said
Lightning.
Sith
Yeah,
lightning.
yeah.
Dan got it.
Daddy Dan.
Daddy Dan got it. Business.
Daddy
Daddy Dan.
All right, Dan's on
Shit.
board.
Did the chat beat us to it?
Absolutely, they did.
Yes.
They
Force,
did.
Force Lightning.
Because it was
Force with a
4
little-
S's.
Force.
Force.
Yes, the chat rocked it. So
boy.
keep track of your own
Lightning.
score. But
right.
I'll try and help too.
All right, sounds good. Dan's got the first one. Good job, Dan.
Oh,
All right.
thanks. Yeah, whatever.
You did great. Daddy Dan.
4S lightning.
He's on
kidding.
fire.
4S
He's
lightning.
sweating in that jacket.
I am sweating. I'm so
4S
red.
Good thing you look
lightning
good.
I'm Daniken all over again.
Danica.
I'm
Okay,
beautiful.
Oh,
The
hi-
librarian jumped in. She'll help us keep track.
Oh.
Thank you,
All right.
librarian. You're
Okay.
amazing.
editing enabled. Here we go.
Do it.
Do it.
I can't see that.
I can't see it. All right.
Force S green deer.
S green deer.
Screen deer.
Scream? Scream deer? S. Big S.
Green dot deer.
Is it
Screen. Green screen?
No.
is it Spawn or something?
Spawn of Satan.
No.
I mean, it's a deer, but it's a baby deer. It's a fawn. It's a
Fawn. Oh.
baby.
Son.
S green
no.
fawn.
It's not green. Is that a P?
SP fawn.
That's what I said,
150.
Spawn. SPF 150.
SPF 150. Dan,
I
again,
got
all
some of
over
that. I
again.
got
You
it right
need
here.
some- Dan, you need some sunscreen. Man, I feel dumb.
This one's a tough one.
S
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
S green circle.
Stop saying the letter
Fawn.
S. It's probably just S.
Screen. Screen.
Screen.
Chair.
Screen
it-
fawn. Fawn? Is it fawn? Is that a fawn?
No.
It's a deer.
Yes.
Screener.
Green screen deer.
No.
Scrinder.
Greer. Greer.
Let's remove any C's.
Oh. Seen deer.
No.
Screer.
I like how you're like really trying to help us out. We're still.
I know we're
sucking
still
it
messing it up. The chat is completely hidden. That's why we haven't got it. Skier.
S
The chat's a little stumped at the moment too.
S
But
and then it's
Scared.
scared.
Circle. It's not a circle. It's ball.
What is this?
Deer. What ends with deer?
it's not exactly
Right. It's
ending with
it's
deer.
it's going to
but
end with like
close.
ear or
Yeah.
R or ear.
or dir.
Dur. Oh,
Dur.
she's giving us hints.
Spider.
Close.
Spider.
Spoodler.
Think Star Wars.
Oh.
Spider. What's the Star Wars spiders called? Like
AT-AT.
It's not an animal. It is a machine.
STAT.
Stir.
Star Wars.
It's a
Stir.
mode of transportation.
speeder. He said it first. Just
Dustin, I think
barely.
that's-
Oh, it is a P.
It is a P.
It is a P.
It's definitely a P.
Yeah.
Dan, you're
Oh,
right.
Yeah,
man.
It's a P.
Hannah got it just
Speeder.
before you
That's
guys,
funny.
yeah.
It's
Oh
a
my
fawn.
goodness.
It's a
This game-
speefawn.
This game sucks.
Speefon.
Speefoner.
Green dude.
Stop speefoning me.
Screener.
You always speefawn.
Wow.
Speeder?
Did they beat us to it? I think
They
Yeah,
definitely
just
did.
before
Thanks,
they
you
started
chat.
guessing it.
It's
yeah.
weird not being able to
Chat
see the
two.
chat. It's like our friends all like went and hid behind a
chat
wall.
two.
Where'd they go?
Where'd they go?
So,
Yeah,
Guys?
they're playing.
Guys,
They're
are you
absolutely
there?
guessing. Yeah.
P is a nice.
If I knew
touch.
it was a P,
Yeah.
Well, I said it was a P, but nobody
He did.
believed me.
I
well then
believe
say
you.
it louder.
I believe you.
You just got to.
Okay. Well, great job, chat.
said so.
That
Eat your peas. Eat your peas.
I didn't believe that it was a P because you guys were going on green circle. So, all right, here we go. Number 3.
Okay, wait. Hide the chat.
Sorry.
Hide the chat.
All right, chat has 2. We have 0. Dan
Yeah,
and I both have
basically.
1.
Okay. Yes. All right. Here we go. I keep grabbing the wrong screen. Number trace. Gone with a trace.
Django Fett.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Too good.
Yeah.
Wow. I couldn't
That was
even remove
quick.
the 3.
Wow.
Let's see if
Got
the
it.
chat got
All I
it.
could think of was like
You beat the chat,
Dan
Nick.
Dodana. Or Dodana. Jan Dodana.
Oh,
Django
Django
Feet. And I was like, Django Fett.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
I mean, there is the time lag, so I think the chat would have gotten
Django
it,
Fett, that's
but
too
we had
easy.
the advantage.
Yeah, Django Fett. That's too easy.
I think we beat him.
We beat
We beat. We're gonna
beat
give that
you,
one to
Chad.
Nick.
Beat him with
Yeah.
a stick.
1 stay on target.
Did the
and then
chat beat
2
us?
Chat.
Did the chat beat us on the other ones?
Yes,
well,
they
fact check.
definitely
yeah.
did.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
they
did.
definitely
Oh,
did.
okay. Good.
Even
Okay,
with
okay.
the-
Hide the chat.
All right,
We're doing
number
the fourth.
4th.
Hide the chat. Hide the chat. Hide
May
the
the 2024th be with you.
Yes.
2024th.
Rise of the Fans.
That's not what it is.
Okay.
Sweet.
That'd be funny. If it
Ready,
was.
go.
Dan,
Oh, go. Oh, boy.
musical Dan.
Pie.
Pie. Is it pumpkin pie?
Pie.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yep.
Nice.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Empire
Here or
Strike Bark.
Bark.
I like it. Wow. Nice job,
Empire
Dustin. All I
Strikes
saw was
Back.
bowling.
Yeah, so did I. I was like, bowl.
I know. I was
Yeah.
like, but what is it doing? It's a strike.
I
That's
thought
what you said.
all I thought was
Did we beat? Did I beat him?
No.
Did I beat the chat?
you didn't.
No, Tmerkin's got
Dang
it.
it. Got it. 3 for the chat. and 1 for
Moonlight
us.
got Empire, it looks like, and so did
Empire?
Hannah.
Night Sky did
Okay,
too.
Imperial.
Yeah,
Play
they
that
were
again.
right
That was a
there
good
for
one.
sure.
Oh man!
Yeah.
All right,
Imperial.
so chat has 3. We have 1.
All right.
And
all
I
right.
have 2. Nick has 1. Dan has 1. Thank you, librarian, for keeping track.
Padawan Pictogram.
Padawan Pictogram.
Here we go. Numero 5. Why are the numbers? Oh, I'm like 5, 4?
Yeah, you put
Sorry.
it there.
Here we go. Ready and go. Okay. Looks like a cat. Lo-fi with my cat. Watto.
High-fiving my cat.
Watto.
No.
Oh, come on. Slappo.
Marx Brothers.
Smacko.
Uh,
Something space. Cargo space.
Cargo space.
Carnogo space. Carno fly.
There's a
Wave.
car in there.
Catmandu.
You guys are so close.
We're so close.
Oh, the chat is.
Oh, the chat is so close.
You guys aren't too
Wave
far
Cat
off.
Galaxy.
I think we're pretty far
You're
away.
close.
Wave
It's
Cat.
something.
Spring.
Oh, we hit the buffalo
No
zone.
data.
Katarina.
Wait, hold. Pause.
Hold, pause your thoughts.
Freeze.
Okay. Should be back. Okay. It's
Are we
got
back?
It's yeah.
We're back. Okay, we're back.
Man
Oh,
cat
okay,
space.
the chat just got it.
Oh, no. No,
Shoot,
we're losing.
the chat's winning every time.
Every time.
Every of
Can't
the time.
see the chat.
Wave. It's wave,
Think
right?
no, that's
No.
not.
Is it? What's the cat
think
from
of
the show?
What that means?
When you're saying goodbye. Saying hello.
Yes.
Hello.
What's another version of that?
Hi, cat.
Hello, cat.
Hello, cat.
This is my galaxy.
It's not galaxy, but
Hi,
it's
cat
close.
space.
It's
Oh,
it's space.
Hi, cat space?
High
That cat
five.
is high in space.
Hyperspace.
Hyperspace.
Yes.
Purr. It's purring.
That's what those lines are.
Oh.
It's going grrrr.
It's purring. Oh my god.
Hyperspace.
Hyperspace.
You guys are so good.
Wow.
Nick
Wow, you
Nick
get that
deserves
one.
all the accolades.
That was, wow. That,
Hi,
was,
cat space.
that took us way too long.
Wow, we are idiots.
My wife is
Okay.
yelling, say what you see.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Hi.
let's get back to this, and I will move down to number.
Yeah, go to the second wave.
The second wave.
Second
Say what you
wave
need
coming
to
in hot.
see.
You're in move mode.
Say what you need to see.
All right, ready. Number 6. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Set.
Yeah.
Help us out.
Yeah.
Number 6.
2 wars.
Clone Wars.
Clone Wars.
Yeah, there you
Dan
go.
got it.
There you go.
Dan got
Yep,
it.
nice.
One hondo.
All
Two-
right, I'll
two
never
wars.
dance again.
Two wars. There's a wars on top and wars on bottom.
One is not good enough.
One is
Double
not good.
Wars over wars.
Double Wars.
Nobody wins.
Double wars.
Double war. The Dove Awards?
Yes.
Wars.
Okay, here we go. Number
Did the chat beat us or did we beat the chat?
I think you beat the chat, but again, you guys have the advantage.
We have a
with the-
5-second head
Well,
start.
there's-
Yeah.
even with the advantage they've
Well-
beat, they're winning.
well, but
Give
no,
us
but-
one.
No, you guys have had a few, but
Two.
Robert G did just jump in, and so the chat was distracted. We were saying hi to Robert
What's up,
G.
Robert
so-
G?
Thanks, Robert,
Thanks
for
for
joining our
joining.
team and helping
everybody
delay the
joining
chat. If you can help us in the next round, too, that
help
would be
us,
much appreciated.
Somebody distract the chat long enough for us to win.
Yeah.
Because we're definitely losing by a lot. What's the score?
Is this the first time we've seen you, Robert G, in 2024? Maybe.
Oh, we all got 2 at this point. So Dan's got 2, Nick's got 2, and I got 2.
Nice, and the chat
And the
probably
chat
has like
4, and we have 2.
probably.
Is it
How did
like
I get 2?
Clone Dan Wars?
Clone Dan Wars.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I
You
did
got
get
Django
2.
Nick's
Never
got
mind.
2,
yeah.
Here we go. Number
I'm an
7. Ready.
Número
Set.
She agreed.
I'm going to say go, and then I'm going
First
to...
time in
Well,
2024.
there's no way to do
Yeah.
this without them seeing it 5 seconds later. All right, here we go.
Wait, hide the chat.
Oh,
Yeah, what are you doing?
All right,
sorry.
you're
Go.
good. He's doing a lot. Oh, man.
Oh, boy. Happy key.
Happy key.
Excited key.
Hypey.
Oh my goodness! Like, my brain must not be in the right spot for
I
these.
know.
It's never in the
Shine
right spot.
key?
I can never find it.
Bright key. Bright star. Bright lock.
Bright.
It's key. It's got to be key.
It's definitely
Kiadi Mundi.
Sync me.
Sink me.
It's like
Sync me.
sing or shout.
Shout key.
Shout key. Sing key.
Sinky.
You're
We're
over,
sinking.
You're overthinking.
It's
it.
a heat sinky.
Think Star Wars.
We are.
Oh. Force.
Mundi.
Force key.
Force key.
Oh,
Oh.
it's
That sounds right.
force key.
No, Dustin just did.
Wookie.
Wookie.
Why is it? What's the woo?
Woo.
It looks like a Wookiee. It's
No, it
a
does
person with a
not.
lot of hair.
Looks like a
I
man
don't know.
spontaneously
He's
combusting.
saying-
I think he's saying woo.
Woo.
Like woo woo.
Okay,
Oh yeah, he's
yeah.
raising the roof.
Ah, he's raising the woo
There you go.
roof.
Woo.
Into
Wookie crisp.
interpretation.
I think the chat beat us on that
They
one.
did. They definitely did.
Yeah, I think they did.
No, they
Yeah.
didn't.
Oh, did they not?
I think
It was
they
close.
did. I think it
No,
was
the-
close.
The
It was a close
librarian
one.
gave it to him.
All right,
No, she
library.
didn't.
Yeah, she might
Oh,
have.
no,
So
not yet.
Dan,
Has
you
she?
got that one.
No, she didn't.
I got
Dan
it
got
in
it.
this room. I got it.
Wookie.
I don't know about in the room
Shock
of life.
tea. That's a good.
Shocked.
that's
I
a
was
good
thinking
Shocked
that.
key.
Shock
All right,
You just
number
gotta
8.
Shock tea.
Go with
All
your
right,
gut.
are we ready? Number 8. Sorry,
one. Oh my gosh.
go. Oh dear.
Oh,
too many
dear.
pictures.
Fan clock.
Phantom Menace.
Yeah, nice.
Phantom Menace.
Yep,
Why did you
yep.
say Tom?
But
Where's
the
Tom?
Time.
Chat beat you.
Ah.
Did they really?
Oh yeah, and Yaki was all
Dang
over
it.
that one.
And
Thea was too.
is
yeah.
Phantom Menace your favorite movie, Iñaki?
Good question.
Better don't be.
Better
Dude,
don't
Phantom
be.
Menace. Okay, the last
Fan
fight,
time
Nicely done.
menace.
the Phantom Menace fight is one of the
How?
best fights ever.
Phantom Menace.
Yeah, Phantom Men.
Dude, these
You
guys are
I
like,
was thinking Cinco.
they're connected to computers. I know they are.
Yeah,
AI is like, oh, this is exactly what it is.
they looked up this game ahead of time, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah.
They saw underneath all of these.
And Yaki says,
Yeah.
by the way, Revenge is his favorite movie.
Okay,
Nice.
thanks for answering.
Revenge.
I knew
That's a
that.
great
I
movie.
should have known that.
Great choice.
All right, number 9. Here we go.
Nueve.
My Spanish is
Nueve.
getting
Hide the
worse.
chat. Hide the chat.
Hide the chat.
And Ellie says, I am indeed Chat GPT.
Chat GBT in the chat.
Ready, set,
Sorry, that was lame.
and
Thank you.
go.
You snooze, you lose. Force Ghost.
Force Ghost. Sleep Ghost.
Sleep Ghost. No, it's
Space Ghost.
What? Think star.
you
Oh,
were close at the beginning.
Force Ghost.
Dream Ghost.
No, it's not Ghost.
Ghost.
Not Ghost. Dead.
We already lost it.
Force Sheet.
No, it's not Force.
No, it's
Is it
Sleep Ghost.
Oh my goodness.
Getting there.
Revenge of the Sith.
Ghost.
Bed Ghost.
You're
It
getting
could just be.
closer.
It's probably just Oast.
Bed.
The Ghost.
No,
The Ghost.
no,
Oh.
Ghost.
Oh, it could be the Ghost.
nope.
I'm thinking like carbonite. I'm like thinking frozen in carbonite, but it's not that.
I'm just having fun.
It's not Ghost. What is a
No.
ghost?
Spirit.
Spectre.
No.
Not a ghost. What's another word for ghost? Apparition.
Yeah.
It's like. Is it a sheet?
Spooky. Scary.
A Wookie. It's Wookie.
Spooky.
Wookie.
It's a snorer. Are they snoring or are they just
Sleep.
sleeping?
Sleep. Spooky. Sleep.
Sleep. Sleeky.
I have no idea what this is.
Slooky.
What does a ghost say?
Sleep.
Boo.
Boo.
Naboo. Naboo.
Nap.
Naboo. Naboo.
I don't even deserve that because I didn't believe it when I said it.
Naboo. Dan got it though.
Yeah.
How did I get that? She gave us like 50 hints, so the
Snoke.
fact checker should get a point for that
Well,
one.
I have
guess.
the answer.
The chat
key, so-
already.
whatever.
The chat's already on the next
Yeah,
one.
they're already on.
They're like,
they
"Are
already
you guys
guessed the
serious?
next
You
one.
guys are so
I think
dumb."
that one stumped the chat just a little
They did.
bit.
Wait, did we win?
I think you guys got
I,
that one.
Icy said, "Is it the Force
Naboo.
Awakens?" That would have been a good one.
I know they had some great answers. The Ghost Crew.
Sleep Ghost.
I mean, there was some,
that.
some really good ones.
That's another name for Naboo.
right.
Sleep Ghost.
Oh, we're catching up though, Dan. Dan, it's all our hopes in you because you got 4. Chat's got 5. I got 3 and Nick's got 2.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks. Yeah, thanks for calling me
Here
out.
we go. Number
it real.
DS. Ready? Hide the chat. And
Hide the chat.
Time to fly.
Time for me to fly.
All right.
What is he holding? Weather baby.
Weather.
Thermonuclear warhead.
I never would have guessed that was a baby. It looks like.
I think it's a baby.
It is a
It
baby.
looks like a socket wrench, like
the chosen
straight
one.
on.
The chosen one.
Hot.
Hot tamales.
Danikin.
Hot.
Temperatures rising.
Oh, temperatures rise. Temperature
Okay.
baby.
You're on to
Temperature,
something.
baby. It's cold outside.
The temperature awakens. No,
It's temperature or hot?
it's heat.
Hot tamales.
Hoth baby.
Hoth.
Hot baby.
Is
Parent.
it
Hot baby.
What's another
Hot
one for
parent.
hot?
Hot.
Warm.
Warm baby.
It's warm baby. Warm baby
No.
warm.
It's warm,
Baby,
baby.
it's cold
Warm
outside.
infant. It's
Wampa.
It's
Wampa.
Yeah.
how'd you
Nick,
get
you
that? Because he's the dad.
Pa. He's a pa.
Yeah, he's a paw.
Pa.
What are we
Wampa.
like? Little House on the Prairie, everybody.
Hey, Pa.
Paul, please.
Pa, you got that.
And I'm not saying that in a negative way.
You got
Because
that dang old dang,
The librarian
baby.
said, "Say what you see."
Say what you
say
need
what you
to
need to
see.
see.
Say what you need to see.
I need to see a good
Hey,
Star
Paul.
Wars movie. That's what I need to see.
Yeah, I need to watch
Apparently.
warm.
Wampa.
Wampa. Warm.
Wampa.
Hot baba.
Warm paw.
I love the chat answers. They're so good.
Chat
Rise of the baby. The baby awakens.
Yeah.
Rise of the Sith.
Mustafa.
Say what you say.
Say what you see.
All
All right,
so
number double
did
one.
chat- wait,
no,
do we-
you guys
oh.
beat the chat
beat
on
the
that one,
chat?
so you're catching up.
Nick with his
But-
Wampa skills.
But Hannah said first to 5 wins, so
Oh, technically the
won.
chat already won.
No, we're going through all of them.
Who said first to 5?
Dustin.
How many
did.
are
That's
there?
technically the rules of the game.
How many are there?
Dustin, why do
20.
you make rules we can't
Let's
keep?
do all of them then.
Yeah, no, we're gonna keep going.
We're gonna keep going.
All right,
All
this is
keep going.
overtime.
right, double
we're
or
in
nothing. Whoever has the most at the end.
Okay,
wins.
had the chat.
We changed the rules. Pray I do not alter them further.
All right,
Okay, here we go.
Double one.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Kenobi.
Obeyed Shinoy.
Oh, I was drinking.
Oh, Shinoy.
Okay, I didn't
It
hear.
was
it.
Obi-Wan
Kenobi.
Nick
Yeah,
got it.
okay,
Nick got
yeah,
it.
Nick got it.
definitely.
I was like,
we both had.
I
You were
was
like,
like-
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I was totally drinking. I was like,
He's like,
dang it.
But the
wasn't
chat was
ready.
the chat was right there. If there wasn't that 5-second delay, they would have had you.
They were all over you, Dustin.
It's
and
the
Nick.
same though.
Nick
God.
got it.
It's the same though.
Say what you need.
Because they see it and they have to answer right away. But we already answered.
So
right
do we
away.
call that one a draw?
We haven't called the other ones a draw. You guys have taken those points.
Yeah, that's right. Because we're in charge.
Yeah, we're taking that.
Everybody got that one. Nice.
Obi-Wan
Hannah
Kenobi.
roll. I was
Kenobi.
drinking.
One. I totally was.
Sure you were.
I was drinking.
But Nick's
We
catching
know
up
you
to
were.
Dan. So
Oh no! What should
You
I
were
do?
drinking.
Help me, Obeyed Shinoy. You're my only hope.
That was
I'm sure
awesome.
this game came out ever before. Like, anything.
Yeah,
It was
right.
just hilarious.
For her comments. All right, number 12. Ready?
chat.
Kenobi.
Oh.
Hide the chat.
Hide the
Dan.
chat.
You have one job.
It's
Set.
got like 18.
Go.
BB.
BB-8.
BB.
No.
BB-11. BB.
Bespin.
yeah.
Yep,
nice.
B-spin. Yep.
B-spin.
No,
we beat the
no,
chat?
No, B-spin.
You did.
Yes.
that's right. Suck it, chat.
Nice.
Wow. Wow.
Whoa, no, chat, you are amazing.
They
We
are
appreciate
rocking.
you.
Please, thank you for coming back.
Sorry.
Bro.
So that was
Bruh.
Dustin. So Dustin, all right,
BB5.
you guys tied it up. 4-4-4.
What? Bessin.
What?
For
Bussin'.
everybody in the room is bussin'.
Yeah.
Bussin'.
I don't think we use that right.
What are the
Doesn't that have to do with food? Let's not go
Yeah,
into this.
it's,
Yeah.
just keep going. Hide the chat. Hide the
Number
chat. Hide the chat.
13. Here we go. Coming at you.
Oh, don't drink, Dustin.
And ready, set,
A goal.
Go.
Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Too good, too good.
Nice.
As
I was
soon
like,
as I
that's
saw
a bird.
1,000, I'm like, yep,
I
Millennium.
was like, what bird is that? It's a falcon.
It's a falcon.
Millennium Falcon.
2000.
How many feathers does that wing have? Millennium Falcon.
Millennium Falcon.
All right. It's like a therapist. He's like,
Yeah.
all
What do
you
you
see
see?
is Star Wars.
Millennium
things."
Falcon.
I think we've come to the conclusion you're
Dustin-
obsessed with Star Wars.
He just turns around and looks at the table and is like,
Millennium
definitely Millennium Falcon.
Millennium Falcon.
Okay, number 14. Are we ready to check
I
it?
like what
Falcon. This
Ellie Blair
isn't
says.
even fair.
Ellie Blair says, this stream is bussin'. yeah.
All right.
Well,
Thank you,
The
Ellie
chat
Blair.
is saying, yeah, they can't type that fast, but I think they know it. It's just
They do.
Yeah.
they
Type
have,
fast.
They have a disadvantage.
Well,
So
technically,
I'm
we're still
giving them
tied
extra
with the
credit.
chat.
Well,
They're still technically tied for the lead right now.
that's
Chat
true.
is.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all of us individually versus
Actually,
the
you
chat.
know
I think you guys are just getting more competitive, so you're.
Yes, we
Yeah,
are.
we are.
We're trying
Also,
to call anything.
as soon as we
Yeah.
say it, there should be like a 5-second countdown, and if it's said in that 5-second countdown, then they get it,
Oh, okay.
right? 'Cause
Sure.
it's about 5 seconds.
Okay.
Dude, you know how
Okay,
fast
I mean, I
people
am watching it.
can,
but-
can
Right.
type
Sorry, I'm just saying.
nowadays?
It just says a. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I can
People
see
can-
you know,
that.
they have
Pretty fast.
text classes now.
They
People-
do.
People can take classes.
They didn't
where
have those when
practice
I went
texting.
when I went to school.
Back in
They had
back in the 80s.
slates
All
with
you do
chalk.
in the class is just text each other.
Yeah,
That's all
but
you do.
Really?
No, but probably.
Please do those sounds again. That was amazing.
That was the
14.
That was texting.
Yeah.
Let me type, says Hannah. Ready, set,
You go.
Grogu.
Grogu. It's not Grogu.
No P.
No peeing here.
No P.
Um,
Red.
Napkin.
Anakin.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's no P in Anakin. Napkin.
Yes. I mean, it was
And
close.
no N either.
And no extra A at the beginning.
yeah.
And
Wait.
there's no pa. There's no pa.
All right. Did
I
you
don't
5
get it.
seconds?
Yeah, I mean, no, they were just slightly behind.
Yeah.
Night Sky was almost there.
Natkin.
Ellie said Padme, so I mean, if she was doing
Yeah.
spouses.
Adme. no P.
Oh my gosh.
But no, I think
I think we got it.
Austin.
All right,
Or
Dan got it. Well, technically, we're still tied with the chat. We have not beat them yet.
Man, I was sweating. Look how red I am.
And technically, the chat won the first wave. But double or nothing, baby.
First
When Anakin shows up, Danikin shows up.
Sun's
So
out,
does-
guns out.
So does Adme.
So does Adme. All right, 15. Are we ready?
Nanikin.
MDAP. Padme backwards is
Stroked out on that.
okay. 15. Are we ready? What happened?
He was trying to say it.
Oh, really?
But he couldn't get it out.
Nanikin.
That's literally how he said it. He's like,
I missed it.
Nanikin.
I totally missed.
I'm dying over
This is what happens when you keep Nick up late.
Mrs. Manrique said
Oh.
Nick being in the game makes it extra spicy. Adds a little spice to the game.
Adds a
It
little
really
zing.
Nanikin.
Okay, 15. 15 it is.
I'm gonna die.
Ready,
Just go for it.
set,
Like,
go.
Give the chat an advantage.
Croissant.
No, it's
Croissant in space.
Space croissant. Space croissant. Coruscant.
How did you get that?
Oh my God.
My diaphragm is on fire.
I can't.
Oh God. Oh.
Somebody say something. I'm like,
Croissant.
oh my goodness. We need
chat-
help.
I think they got it before we
The
did.
chat definitely beat you to it because you guys
Oh, that
were
was
dying
so
laughing.
good.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was like taking a trip in Nick's mind. It was like,
Was.
Space croissant. Coruscant.
I can't take it. Oh man, I'm dying.
Yep.
I haven't laughed that hard in years.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
crying.
gonna feel that in the morning.
Yeah,
That was a good ab workout.
that was a great workout. Wow.
Oh.
Okay, we're going on.
That was the advantage the chat needed.
Yeah.
Good job.
They're beating us now. Dang it.
All right, it's 16 for you. Are you ready? Sweet 16.
KG said we have those every turkey day.
The laughs.
No, the croissant.
Oh,
The laughs.
No, definitely not.
Oh my goodness.
okay. All right, croissants for the win. Here we go.
Oh, this hurts.
What other planets do we know? Hoth.
Wait, no, get the chat
Oh,
out
I'm
of there.
Oh no. Oh, librarian. Oh, are they looking at? Okay. No.
Okay,
I'll tell you.
enter down Yoda.
Enter down Yoda.
Enter off Yoda.
Enter switch off Yoda.
And you're off Yoda.
And you're off Yoda.
Dagobah.
Dagobah.
There go, ba.
Why would you have
Yoda.
Yoda in the thing?
It's not Yoda.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
It says Yoda.
It says
it
Yoda
does
right
say
there.
Yoda, but it's
Master
not,
Yoda.
No.
Enter.
Chat got it.
Dang it. Enter off.
It's a click. It's a click sound. A switch.
Enter click Yoda.
The sound that it makes when you hit a switch off.
Enter
Croissant.
croissant. Coruscant.
And man.
Oh man.
Enter click. Why is click is really highlighted though?
Yeah,
See
it
that?
does.
It's
Like,
like
yeah.
Enter snap.
it's like trying not.
Push? Is it push? No.
Is this a hard one or are we just missing it?
You're overthinking it
Okay.
for sure. It's an easy one.
Enter.
Master Yoda.
what I thought, yeah, Master
Jedi
Yoda.
Temple.
Ooh, you have a word.
Jedi.
Temple.
Temple?
No.
How does Jedi work into this? I just don't get it. But Jedi Master.
No.
Jedi.
Look at the top. Start from the top down.
enter.
Jedi Yoda.
Yoda has entered the chat.
ChatGPT has entered the chat.
Enter Jedi.
Enter Temple
Enter-
Yoda.
Enter Jedi Yoda. Enter temple. No,
Enter-
no relationship.
What else?
Enter
So the enter
Jedi.
key is also something else.
Oh no. Oh no.
L?
Oh. It's an L.
No.
It's a backwards L.
It's an L.
Left. Left. You must keep.
No.
Backwards speaking Yoda.
Sometimes keyboards say a different word on that key.
Press No, it's not fresh.
Return of the Jedi.
Return of
I had
the-
to look at my keyboard. Sorry, guys.
of
I
the-
cheated.
Return of
It's
the
in front
Jedi?
of- yeah.
Oh my lord.
Why does it say
Cheated.
Yoda?
Because he's a
He's a
Jedi.
Jedi.
He's the most recognizable Jedi.
I don't like that one.
I'm mad at you.
Disagree.
I am in protest.
Croissant.
I am protest.
I am protest.
Enter on the Yoda.
Yeah. Wow, so
Okay.
chat beat us
I
there.
think
Good
I-
job, chat.
They
I
beat
think
you
I got-
times 2. I mean, I
So they
think the
get-
chat
How?
could get two.
It's not done yet.
It's not. No,
We still
but
gotta
like,
do
how
it.
did you get that one?
Yeah, how did they get that
I
one?
don't
That's what we
know.
need to know.
They're-
Who
Do
got
you
it
wish me a
first?
good morning was on it right away.
Wow.
Okay,
They said it was the
Rich-
coffee they're drinking.
Return of the Jedi. The coffee is flowing through strong with this
Hide
one.
the chat. Hide the chat. Hide the chat.
Coffee is strong. All right, here
All
we
right,
go.
oh, yeah, okay.
Number
Yeah,
siete. Well, whatever 17 is in Spanish. Ready?
Katie
say
said croissant.
Crescent.
Wave light A.
Sebulba.
With light day.
Nice.
Sebulba, yeah, Sebulba.
Sebulba.
Nice. Sea
good.
bulb. Sea bulba. Cry.
Sebulba. Sebulba.
Croissant.
Sea bulba run.
Sebulba eat croissant.
I just love. I was like space croissant. Coruscant.
Yeah, you were like in between.
believe you
Dan's like, he got it.
In between.
It's like, there's no way.
He's like, how did he get it?
There's no way. he's gonna get it. Oh man, that's too good.
That was hilarious. Wow.
Eh,
All right, so
All right.
what? All right, so Dan's got 6. Nick's got 7 now, right?
Sebulba.
Nick's
Nick
got
has
6,
six.
and I got
Sebulba.
5, and Chat's got
All right,
7.
has
Yeah,
seven.
suck it, Dustin.
Here we go. Are we ready? There's no time like the present.
Hide the chat.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Sorry, that was in
I have to wait for you to say that every time.
Yeah,
Ready?
we like yelling at you.
Skibidi-bop.
Set. Go.
Cloud couch.
Cloudcroft.
Cloud, City.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you guys.
He said it first.
Yeah, it
Nick
was,
got
Why
it.
is it Cloud City? Sitting?
Sitting. Yeah. Cloud
Settee.
sitting.
It's a settee.
maybe.
It's a cloud settee.
Like
It rhymes
city,
with
yeah.
Shin
Cloud
Hati.
City.
It
Did
remind-
we beat the chat?
it
We beat the
sounds
chat
like-
on that.
No.
Dan
They
DeLorean.
got it right away.
No, they were. They
Immediately?
Yeah.
Were, yeah,
Fluff
first
nuggets.
4 or 5 guesses. All of them were. Right
You
away.
too quick up there.
You're too quick up there. We see ya. Hey,
Hey, what's
So
this?
is that
What's
camera
this
the
words?
chat? Is that where you talk directly to the chat?
Chat.
Chet. Hey, it's us.
It's us.
Stay on target
From New Zealand.
from New Zealand.
Every time this camera comes on, you have
Hey.
an Aussie Zealand accent.
You doing
Yeah.
great in the game we're playing?
Yeah, you bunch of Kiwis.
Now we talk normal. And we're
We're talking normal again.
talking normal again.
Wow.
You doing great up there?
You're doing great.
I totally lost it.
Okay, you're almost to the
we're
end.
almost
Chat
to the end.
GPT. Here we
Those
go.
guys.
GPT to the end. All right.
Okay,
Number
hide the
19.
chat.
Ready.
Hide the chat.
Set, and off to the races. Fun.
Yo, yo, dear.
Yo, yo, fun.
Yo, yo, fun. Yo, yo,
Yoder.
ma.
Yoder. Yodi. Yoda.
Yoda.
Yoder.
It is Yoda.
bad. Yoder.
Yoda.
It was Yoda.
Yoda.
Nice.
Nick got it.
Yoda.
Nick got it.
Oh,
Wait, did the
Nick's
chat
running
beat us?
away
The
with it.
chat got it first. Though.
Dang it.
Of course, the chat got it
I mean,
first.
you guys are great.
Just too quick.
Yeah. Wow.
No, they're
You too quick,
You're
chat.
too quick,
It's not
chat.
supposed
You're
to
so
be
funny.
against the chat.
I know. I know.
No, it is.
we
No,
are
the
rooting
chat
for
always
you,
wins.
chat.
It's a death match.
We're rooting for you and also against you.
Yeah.
Funny thing about
I'm
Sam-
cheering for them.
Funny thing about
We're
Sam Target
rooting
is the chat
for and
always
against
wins.
you.
Yeah, the
Chat
thing
does
about
always win.
the chat is the most stay on target part of stay on target.
Yes.
Am I right?
Croissant.
Absolutely. One Hondo.
Okay, what's last
the
one,
death,
everybody?
Nick.
All right, here we go.
Death.
Last
To
one.
the death, Nick. Yes, to the death. Good morning.
All right, number 20.
Okay, hide the chat.
Hide the
Final
chat
one,
for the
uno
final
mas.
time.
Final one, last one, guys.
2020.
Darth Vader.
Oh, wait.
Okay, I'm starting to see themes here. Like I should know what that means because he waved at something before.
Pear-
By Paracar.
By Pearcar.
No, it's
Hypercar?
Hyperdrive.
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 The chat
Dustin-
got it again, didn't they?
Didn't they?
No, we got it.
No.
We got that one?
They said hyperspace. See?
Aha! That was the first
we got
one.
Hyperdrive.
Yeah, they
Hyperdrive.
just got it. So,
Hyperdrive.
so you guys got that one.
The hyperdrive.
Wow. Okay, so what did that make? What's the total?
We lost.
Librarian, hit us up. I know
You guys
they're working on
won.
it.
Says, wish me a good morning. Thank you very much.
Hyperdrive. We didn't win.
I think we lost.
It's me versus him versus you.
So who won amongst us here?
think
It was
Nick
Nick won.
Nick
He came
won.
from
One of you guys.
behind.
He came
from behind.
That's
Stay on
perfect.
target.
Stay on target.
Stay on target. That's where we got our
From
name.
behind. That is exactly where we got our name. That's hilarious. That was a
Wow.
lot of fun. Nick got the last one.
Hyperdrive.
Yeah.
Look at the carnage.
Look at the carnage.
I want all of these on
Serial
t-shirts.
carnage. Wow. That really
Are these
numbed
from
up.
like a book?
It's from a game. It's an actual game.
Okay, yeah. That's
All
what I
right,
thought.
so end score, Silent Librarians rocking it in the chat there. Dan
Nice.
got
Yeah.
6, Nick got 9,
right.
Dustin got 5, and Chat got 9.
Oh, wow.
So Nick wins it
Wow.
here,
And the
but it's
chat
a
wins
tie
it
with
there.
the chat.
Tie with the chat, or we won?
No,
No, tied with the chat.
Nick tied with the chat. So we should do a final round where
I
Nick.
mean, technically they won in the beginning,
Yes.
but we did double or nothing.
Oh,
We
yeah,
tied.
yeah.
So I guess you're gonna have to come back next time and
There we
play
go.
again.
Yeah.
Nice.
In a new game called I don't know yet. We'll
Croissant.
find out next week.
Space croissant.
Chat always wins.
Yeah.
The
Doesn't-
chat always wins. They always
They now want a croissant shirt.
They want a croissant shirt.
I do too.
I really need
In
to start
space.
I need to find
cranking the
somebody who
merch.
makes t-shirts.
There you go.
All right. Wow. Well, that was a fun game. Thank you everybody for participating in that game. You guys rocked it. The chat always wins, except for when Nick wins.
Croissant
Or
Nanakin.
Nanakin.
That's awesome.
Oh man, well, it's been a great show tonight. We've had a lot of fun with everyone out there. A lot of news dropping, a lot of stuff happening. So definitely keep it tuned here for all things Star Wars. We got you covered, and we're gonna have a lot of fun along the way. Nanakin.
Croissant. Space croissant.
All right.
Croissant.
All right. Any last thoughts before we get up on out of here?
Nope. Mandalorian.
Mandalorian, baby.
Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I'm excited that I get to go see that movie in the theater with my son. It's very exciting.
That is
You
very
have a
exciting.
son? I have a son. I have a son.
Danason?
It's going to be exciting to see that for the first time in the movies. You know, this is what Star Wars is about. Go to the movies with your family.
It is exciting.
Go with your friends.
Go with
your
your
enemies.
friends, and we'll all go together, right?
Go with your friends.
Yeah.
Go with your enemies.
Right, guys?
Go with
We'll
your
film the
frenemies.
whole thing. We'll bootleg it.
Even Dirt Vaser's gonna go with us,
Darth
right?
Vader.
Man, they look so good.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with
I'm
you.
so
guys.
happy.
Oh wait, that wasn't my voice. Hey, what you doing up there?
Oh,
Get
man.
down. Get down.
I think the real winner tonight is Dirt Vaser. I just want to
Dirt
say
Vaser.
thank you
Probably.
for being on the show with us tonight, Dirt Vaser, with your happy attitude through all the news and everything we've done. You look amazing.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, what
How
a way
sweet.
with words to have.
New
All right. Well, it's been fun hanging out with you.
New time.
New time. I think it worked out pretty well.
New
We still went
time.
way over time, but it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of news. We didn't even get to it all. There was so much happening. So, and we have so many opinions. It's hard to get through it all. And the chat, you guys always win. So, thanks for tuning in with us tonight.
Will
Don't
they
forget to
s-
like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your frenemies about us. What were you gonna say, fact checker?
Will they see you tomorrow?
Yes, they may see us tomorrow. If you haven't yet,
Tomorrow.
Bismo's been in the chat. He's always wrong. He's a good friend of ours. If you haven't yet, go on over to his channel, like, comment, subscribe, tell him that we sent you. And tomorrow he is going live. He's bringing it back in the new year. New biz. Back in the Bismo year.
He's starting
2024, Rise of the Fans.
The 80s Bismo.
The 80s Bismo is
With
back.
Dan.
No, with
I'll wear
Dan.
this.
Yeah, you got to wear that.
80s Biz.
Yeah, you might see us tomorrow on his show. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But it's going to be a good time. I believe, I'm not 100% on the time. Was it 8? I think it was 8 CST.
Nope, 7 CST.
7 CST.
7
I'm sorry.
siesta.
7 CST. And then,
That's
8
Central Standard
yes.
Time.
PM
Okay.
Eastern.
Thank
Our
you.
time.
Time. I can't think.
We're always an hour ahead.
6
Right.
p.m. Mountain Time.
Yeah.
Hawaiian
And
time.
then 5 p.m.
What's Hoth time? That's
Yeah,
what we
5
really
p.m.
It's
We're going
Eastern time.
Midnight in London.
or
Midnight in London. London.
Midnight London.
London. All right. Anyway, we'll definitely go over there and tune in there tomorrow at Bismo's channel. It's going to be a good time. He's always got hot takes. And definitely tune in here next week. Same time, same place. We're going to be talking all things Star Wars. We're going to be having a lot of fun along the way. So tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your frenemies about us. And we got to get on out of here. Anything else you want to say? Nick?
Croissant.
That's
That's
what I
it.
was, that's
That's
what I was
all.
hoping you were
Yeah.
going to say.
No.
80s Dan?
No. Nicky.
See you next week.
Fact checker?
It's been fun. Take care of your houseplants.
Yes. National, thank you. I think yes.
What?
If we've learned anything tonight,
National thank you. I think yes. What does that mean?
don't worry about it.
It's a riddle. Riddle me that, Batman.
Riddle me this, Batman. No, if we've
Hey,
learned
what you
anything-
doing up there?
What you doing up there?
Aye.
I.
Oh.
I thank you for tuning in with us tonight. It's been fun. It's been real. We got to get out of here before I say more dumb words. All right, National Houseplant Awareness Day. Is awareness in there?
No.
Okay.
Appreciation.
Appreciation. That's how I was getting it. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for going through the weeds with us and all this.
Skonk
We'll catch you
out.
next week. We're
Just
gonna gonk
remember,
out.
Dustin, with all of us,
Together, with all of us together, we can make Star Wars better. And I think we're seeing that happen in real time right now because they are bringing it back to what fans want. So
they're listening to the fans.
They're
The fans
definitely
are
listening.
rising.
They are rising.
Well, we've been risen.
That is our
Rise
motto
of the
for
fans.
2024. Rise of the fans, baby. Rise of the fans.
Night Sky
Join
said,
us.
New year, new Star Wars. Here we go.
Here we go. All right. With all that, don't forget to always stay on target. See you next week.
Croissant.
Croissant. I think they love that.
I think they did.
They did.
Yeah.
You think they like croissants as much as us?
I think they like the croissant bit a lot.
I was laughing my face off.
Like I said, my diaphragm was on fire.
He was on fire
Haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
a long time. You think they laugh hard?
I think they did.
I agree with you.
We're really good at these accents.
We're really good at.
Yeah.
Well, I think they had enough.
Yeah, I think they did.
We better get on out of
Yeah.
here. See you next week.
Yeah, gonna go hop on my kangaroo.
King.
Kang.
Oh, okay. What they say? Stay on target. Bye.
Croissant.
Bye.